Yep. That's why I put the minutes.
So, usual question, where'd you leave off?
We just killed the evil Underking. The corruption is now weakened? It's not gone yet, that's for sure.
I would say it's roughly 85%. Bodyguard had to run all the way back to town to respec, and he came back.
You guys, I got a free respect token.
Just in time.
Alright, so what now? You're standing in the destroyed ruins of the... Well, not really destroyed ruins. Ruins are abandoned encampment of the Underking's Royal Guard. There are piles of dust everywhere that happen to be the former Underking and his Royal Guard.
I
What
believe
now?
we had
So
also
I'm
taken a
seeing
long
this
rest.
world for the first time. How fucked up it is.
Yep.
Wow.
Isn't she beautiful?
That was a little
This is my favorite time of year.
That's why we're on this quest. Now to figure out what else is controlling this damn thing.
I think I'm here to do some work.
Welcome to the club.
Mangle snorts and wanders on. Alright, seriously, what now?
Alright, so we know where we're at on the map.
C. Do we need to pull up the world map?
So,
It's currently buried.
do we want to take a hopeful break from fighting mind slaves and head down to Asmus's stronghold?
Is that the Steel Dragon?
Senor Steel Dragon, yes it is.
This sounds like a great idea.
Because that's kind of what we were doing,
That was what
heading
we,
out this way
yeah.
Is this
before we got all distracted by slagging some little huas that didn't know which end was up.
is that a friendly dragon?
We met a dragon that said he is a friendly dragon.
So far, yes.
So no.
I'm gonna veto that.
Friendly enough?
Has it tried to kill us yet?
Yeah.
Why we were distracted when we were, slagging
should
some.
we go say something to the king? And
The
halfway,
Emperor.
It took us
Emperor.
it took us like 2 weeks to get out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like going back.
Yeah.
You were just in town.
I
had
texted
to
you and you didn't answer.
I lost my charger. $10 at 7-Eleven for one. It's
I'm not paying that 10 gold fee. You have 2 billion. I'm not paying it. It's the principle.
I know I'm getting ripped off by it. That's why I'm not paying for it.
So, yeah, Asimus, Mr. Steel Dragon, and his
Alright.
safe haven.
Alright, so I take it your industrious rogue is leading the way. Not rogue, ranger, sorry. I was looking at you. Your industrious ranger is going to lead the way through the wilderness to Asimus's presumed location. The ranger does not know.
The ranger is studying the terrain. The ranger is getting his bearings.
The ranger is staring at a tree.
The ranger found out I have a shit ton of daisies.
Ranger, you good? Yeah,
Doing
man.
great.
Why does the bark on a tree look like the dirt? Dude, seriously, stand up.
Question?
Stop looking down.
If it's bark, why is it so quiet?
Mind blown. Boom.
Does that look like a lizard up there?
You're staring at the dirt. Come on, man.
Still.
Dude, is the sky always blue or is it just blue when we leave? That's it. Back to the tent.
How can life be real if our eyes aren't
Alright,
real?
So I'm
so,
gonna let Jaden Smith out. Oh
so
god.
I'm gonna go look around. What did I see around me?
I'm gonna need a perception check from you, please.
Yep, you got it. Oh.
You should have advantage because now you can feel colors.
Taste sounds.
Oh god, it tastes like ketchup. What is it? Oh god. It's you talking. Shut up.
Perception. Where the fuck's perception? It's in this list.
God, I'm so used to having that little block next to polymorph.
That'd be a 7.
Wait, you can't roll ones.
Is that on everything?
That was on D20.
Skill checks and
Yeah.
attack rolls.
And it was designated as D20s. Because we had this fight earlier.
Alright, well then that's a 15.
Alright, looking around, you can see the
Or
plague infected.
14, sorry.
That's fine.
Math
Plague
one.
infected forest.
Yeah.
and you can see mostly familiar terrain. As it's clear the plague doesn't exactly change the terrain, just takes it over. Plague doesn't build things, it just takes what it can get.
So this is my favorite terrain.
It's desperate.
Correct.
One of mine. And
You should have 2 by now, I believe.
yeah, I got a couple.
I think at the next level you will get another one.
Yeah.
You need a much solider stand for your camera.
But yeah, this has been losing its connections. Like it's the joints are like air bubbles or whatever, and they're actually starting to
It's
pop.
like wicked jiggly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a. I'm ordering a replacement GoPro clamp that will hold on to here.
Will it not jiggle as much if you put that on this monitor?
I don't know. I think it's the actual joints. At the smoke break, I'll try it.
Yeah, because the monitor might be more stable than
Yeah.
before.
I'm gonna try it.
Still might shake, but not as heavily.
Yeah, the clamp one is gonna be pretty good.
It could be folks the joints will give it grip again.
Yeah.
Alright, so which way are we facing? Like, if we're getting ready to go.
Head
Would you
south.
like
We're
the?
getting
Would
ready to
you
go
like
somewhere,
the?
right? We need to head south?
Yeah.
Yes, I need to know which way is which.
All right. Can you guys lift up real quick so I can grab the world map?
What the hell?
Come on, man!
So fucking needy.
Oh my god. It's a great phone. Thanks for leaving it here for me.
Mm-hmm. I'll leave my
Just to get
PlayStation.
used to
too.
it.
Thanks. You're a doll. All right.
Oh.
So here's Huthwaite. So this is going to be north facing towards Will. South is towards me.
Alright.
You guys are.
We are.
Let me get you markers.
Love markers.
Yay.
Markers.
Pull it.
Guys are right here.
Maybe.
The mark.
It looks
Where
like
is
the,
it? Thought I had it on there.
It does.
Hmm?
Kind of looks
Is it
like
the
the
map point?
like layout of the Fortnite map.
Oh.
That
All of
was
them are similar.
it's marking Huthwaite. And there's one extra bullet. So it's cool.
What are these markings?
The one closest to you all in the mountain range is the impact point. Nope. That one is the impact point.
Mhm.
The one closest to that one, is the Steel Dragon, where he's purported to be in that area of the forest. And obviously the bullet closest to Suerte is Huthwaite.
That's where we
Yep.
are.
And the
No,
Full Metal
we're
Jacket
here.
is y'all.
We're here. Okay.
Yep.
And we need to go south.
Well,
Now. North. Now. Okay.
You're gonna go north by.
Where's the
How many-
compass?
You said this
North,
way's
south.
Yeah, I don't want to write on this one. It doesn't come off
And-
East.
Yeah, you're east, I'm west.
Well, I'm left-handed.
Rap battle.
Let me do some quick math.
So, I got the power of Jay-Z, you got Dre and Snoop.
Yeah. For right now. And Kendrick. Hey,
Want to trade?
I would actually. Because I'll take all of Detroit. I'll bring all those guys out.
Doesn't that include, like, Insane Clown Posse?
They're not rappers.
they transcend genres.
That's Betty. But I was a juggalo in middle school.
All right, you can reach him in roughly a day and a half.
That's the dragon, right?
Yeah.
The Great Malenko is the best.
Alright, I guess we head out that way.
Okay.
You hear the Googie?
I know, right? Fucking
No,
acid.
thanks, dude. Since he invaded your territory. Alright, so from the knowledge and what I can see, I believe we need to head north and northeast. Because we were going towards where the reports of the Steel Dragon are.
Correct. You didn't get an exact location because GPS hasn't been invented yet. Elon Musk right now is too busy trying to figure out how to make manatees dragon proof.
They pointed that way and I pulled out like
Elon who?
a makeshift thing I use as,
A compass.
I call it my compass. It's not
Yeah.
really a compass.
Guiding stones.
I've learned how to
Getting to Steel Dragon.
I've learned how to navigate with
Yes.
this so-called compass.
Yes.
Right.
Just a block of wood that says go this direction. Whenever I pull it out, it just says go that direction. I go that direction.
Throws it on the ground.
Yeah, block it with an
Pointing
arrow
that way,
pulls
let's
out.
go.
That's north.
Just good to always
Wait,
be right.
now that's north.
Yeah, it just keeps being right, and no one has any idea how.
There. Coconut pineapple.
All right, so day and a half's worth of travel. You can proceed
like that?
through the forest. Who's gonna roll against me for random encounter?
Random encounter?
Yeah.
I mean, I've already.
Who trusts their dice the most?
I've already
I have-
rolled a d20 tonight.
I have
11.
alert though, so I can't be surprised. So
No random encounter.
Not in this case. That's just
Dice
when you're actually
trait.
fighting.
I'm observant.
no,
so
it just says
it's
at
on
any time
Perception, but
Yeah, but like
Didn't need
while I'm
one.
I'm
unconscious.
high as fuck, so.
yeah, that just means you can't be snuck up.
Like, always.
Oh,
Any
okay.
perception that
Encounter
requires
encounters
smell
means
okay.
we've run
and
into
taste,
it.
you have advantage on.
Okay.
And feel with my feet.
Yeah, putting your feet in the dirt. Tastes like stale bread, ketchup, and toast.
A
No, you
bear-
just put your bread. You just put your feet in the trash.
No, a bear shat here 2 years ago,
Isn't-
You
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
see the bear
He
shit,
ate
right?
or maybe yesterday.
Is it warm still?
Yeah, how's the weather? What's the temperature?
Hmm?
What's the weather like? How's the
Weather
temperature?
currently temperate,
Hello.
darker than normal, consistently overcast,
What's going on?
and a little more humid than normal. It's not exactly pleasant conditions, but it's not terrible.
I dig it.
Works for me.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've got double proficiency.
well, I can't talk you through it.
bonus
It's called
because
expertise.
I don't remember the
For
screens.
Going through forest
on
and coast.
that TV.
lands.
I've only been in there
All right.
to do that
On a
twice.
int or wisdom
So-
check related to it. Traveling for an hour or more in your chosen
No,
terrain.
you have to go
difficult
into the
terrain.
setup on the
Doesn't
television
slow our group's travel.
and change the input.
Can't
and
become
now
lost
the
except by
buttons.
magical means.
Yep.
And remain alert to danger even when
Sorry,
you're
Ben.
engaged
Yep.
in another activity.
You may forage for food as well. You find double the amount you would normally find.
We can move stealthily at a normal pace while alone. And then you find twice as much food while foraging and tracking and
Mhm.
learn the exact number, sizes, and
Well, you're not tracking anything at the moment.
well, right.
What are your favorite enemies, out of curiosity?
favorite enemies are fiends and I believe elementals.
Okay.
Celestial elementals.
Fuck the
Well,
gods.
that's very specific.
Fuck the gods. Fuck the
like
nice
it.
gods. The evil ones are chill though. It's cool.
Oh yeah, because violence solves everything.
I need to talk about adding that inspiration ability with y'all. I have an inspiration variant that deals with your flaw and your bond, but we'll get into that later. It's an after stream discussion. All right, so you all travel through the forest, encountering almost no resistance of any measure. You see spiders and other various creatures skitter away
Of course not.
as you all are moving through. It appears as though the oppressive atmosphere of this forest that you had previously been through is no longer as oppressive. It's still there, but it's not as strong. It appears as though
It's
it's,
got 10% less.
yeah, it seems to be receding a little bit. As you approach, you can see a line of charred just corpses and various creatures. They appear to be a mix of elves, humans, and dwarves, standing in a line at the edge of what appears to be a pristine forest.
Looks like a dragon. maybe?
all the people are charred.
No, the people are fine.
Oh, that's what
The
I was trying
bodies,
to figure
the
out.
bodies in
Yeah.
front of them are charred. They appear to be what you previously fought, a mix of
Oh, okay.
former peasants, spiders,
There's dead
various
charred
other.
bodies.
Yep.
Okay.
What y'all do?
I mean, we see the charred bodies in a line of healthy people.
Yeah, they seem to be standing at the line between where the plague has infected the forest and turned it into this sickly, mangled mess of just natural decay and a normal forest, like you would see out
Now,
the window.
you use that word as though it's a bad thing.
Forest.
Mango.
Maybe. Ruined, corrupted.
Disconfigured.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
All right. So, what are y'all doing?
Divine sense. Where'd that go?
Should we
Remind
say-
me what it
should we
does?
Say hello.
Yeah, I'd call out.
I detect things that are good and evil.
Hey there!
What's
It's
bad.
outside of longbow range.
Yeah.
What's the maximum longbow range? I climb on a tree and I scream.
I think it's like 380.
600. if
Yeah, I
you
was
got
just saying, I thought it was like
sharpshooter.
600 or
At
400. Yeah.
It's long.
600.
Yeah, it's got range.
Send the monk.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
That's
that was me.
A what?
It's not me anymore.
So
All right, who's contacting or doing what? Besides,
Mine sense. I know what's good and what's evil.
okay, roll.
I just do.
My range is 150 with
What
the
did you get?
longbow right now.
yeah, mine too.
Are you rolling?
You said you're rolling. I'm taking it as a perception roll, or is it just what's the spell itself to define?
As an action, you detect good and evil
Okay.
until the end of your turn. It detects anything unaffected.
It's
Fair
not
enough.
roll, you just know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. Don't detect either. It seems to be unaligned.
That's better than
So do I need to move
where we're
away
coming
from
from.
Well, it looks it. I mean,
Looks at it and sense it. The sense is better than where we are now.
so
Yeah, just hey y'all,
let's go.
All right, so you're walking up.
Hello.
keep our.
The last time that you did that, you ended up in jail.
Send the giant.
I was not drunk then.
True.
I mean, I was
Alright.
drunk then.
Or do you
As you
wanna
all
go
approach the
manager?
group of, I guess we'll call them a staggered line, picket line, whatever you want to call them,
Not a picket line.
stops and
The line of all.
oh, it just does that continuously. That's why they're defending it, because it won't shut up. All right, as you all approach this group of elves, humans, and dwarves stop. See about 6 of them. You're not infected?
No.
We killed that
Stop
other king dude.
A couple of them have
Magic
longbows.
potpourri.
One of them has a staff, another a wand, and one of them has a rapier because he's weird.
Gee, thanks.
I like that.
How are you not infected?
Magic potpourri.
Yeah.
They,
So what are the races of
believe in
these guys?
dwarves, elves, and humans.
Okay.
You had to finish it. Someone has to.
They're kind of holding. They're
Might as well
holding.
be
They are
different.
not entering the plague lane. They are
So-
not entering this area.
No half orcs. No. Okay.
Elves, dwarves.
So was there a dwarf up close?
Human. Yes.
Human.
Okay.
They're all as close as they can get, which is on the edge of that charred line.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk up to the dwarf
That's
and try to
big.
explain
No, that's what we
how
found.
the potpourri is saving us,
Okay.
keeping us
Yeah.
from being infected.
That's what I was saying.
and I, Because I have the potpourri on my collar around my neck.
Okay. Are you still a bear or
No,
okay.
no, half orc.
All right.
I mean, do you want this to be funny or serious?
Yeah.
We're going for serious.
Oh God!
So I'm
Okay. Yeah.
we have this dangling bag of goodness that keeps us safe.
All right. Are you crossing the line over into their territory or not?
Yeah, I'm trying to get up to
Okay.
him. I'm trying to get up to him, and then I grab the back of his head to my crotch. Here, smell the dangling bag of goodness that keeps us safe.
He pushes off you and finally falls back.
Come on, bro. God damn,
What?
Can't take his ass nowhere.
Oh God!
You know him?
No. No chastisement, just you know
You know him?
I'm glad that's not the greeting I got.
what.
That's what we do to dwarves.
Noted.
The other dwarf helps him up, and the elves are kind of snickering as the humans are like, "What the fuck?" How did you all? So it's clear you're not infected. Potpourri? Who gave you the potpourri?
Covered in spots.
That's a long story. There was a paladin.
Do you have any air we
Yeah,
could discuss this
kill-
over?
Yes, I'd imagine our propriety points back down a path, a cleared path through the woods. I suppose our proprietor would like to talk with you. Please follow the path down to Pharaoh Manor, and you can speak with them there. We have to stay here. It is our duty to guard this. Looks at the line of charred corpses. Fire line?
Well, you should be okay, but alright.
Yeah, as I said, should be in a couple. I mean, at this rate, what? 12 sessions from now.
Counting, doing math in
Yeah.
my head. All right, so do you all go down the path, or just fuck it, burn the whole place down? You know, I know with y'all.
And
Sometimes it goes one way.
These seem respectable. We can just go down.
head to the building. So is this
No
like
heretics here.
normal field then?
Yeah, this is a normal forest. There's no infection or corruption here at all.
Are there animals here?
You can hear them, yes. There's some moving around.
They don't
They're a little
sound
bit more
menacing.
skittish, obviously, because there are people around, but
Yeah.
they're there. This area appears unaffected.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Head to the old mansion.
All right, walking through the forest for a little bit. Bert, you feel right at home, as do you, Mangle. This is what you're used to out in this section of the continent. Suerte, if you've been here, so this is very familiar. This is what it should be.
This looks right.
As you all proceed through the woods, carrying on listening to the standard sounds of nature, you enter a large clearing. A well-manicured lawn sits in front of you, as well as a well-built mansion. There are some statues.
Well-manicured lawn, you say?
Here we go. Not
Never
not manicured anymore.
Never mind.
Alright, a well-manicured lawn with some
You dig a hole.
statues that appear to be ranging from modern art to...
There's a bear shit
Gonna
in the
poop
woods.
on it, yeah.
Yep.
I think it's gonna dig a hole for something.
what we were
I'll
going
dig.
Oh yes.
what we were going to consider Da Vinci-esque statues, along with some fountains and reflecting pools. It's clear this is a cultured individual.
I'm just like, I'm not used to seeing this shit in the
Nope.
forest.
Probably would have glanced over one or two of these from somewhere. I was like, how the fuck is this going on here?
God,
Man,
these
have you
statues
ever
are so
seen-
tiny.
You ever seen shit like
No
this?
more of the, holy shit, it's manicured in this hellhole around us.
Check a perception
I
roll, sir.
mean, what do they use to get the grass so nice?
All I can tell, there's no evil here. That probably helps.
Cool.
20.
Are you looking for how they keep the lawn this green, specifically?
No, I don't care what they use for fertilizer because I can make plenty.
I was gonna say chicken manure.
Yeah, that's yeah, I would recognize that. Trust me.
I'd imagine so.
Eaten quite a few.
No, since this is so foreign compared to what we've been here, I want to try to see if I can perceive the cause.
All right, looking around from it, I'm actually gonna need, with the perception, you can tell it's natural, whatever's causing it. I'm gonna need an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Because you know it's not your standard nature.
Okay.
Something's influencing it.
Arcana is not really
Yeah.
very high for me. That's an 11.
Don't know, but you know it's something natural. This isn't a spell cast by a
I'm
powerful
doing my
mage.
own perception on your Arcana.
Sure. Did you share that information with them?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Perception. 6
Smells
perception.
like smells like Beelzebub might be out here, whatever that.
So it's
His
like
name
how
was-
vials work.
Ow, I just picked these dice and they're
I
already
think you
hurting
just
me.
needed the Arcana because he told you.
3 Arcana.
Yeah,
My
that's,
There's
dice-
some magic shit, bruh.
My
That's-
dice hate me. I
Cage.
just pulled this one out and it already hates me.
Gage.
That 20 over here,
Yeah.
Assuming we're
But it's not
seeing
useless
the
anymore.
Yeah.
like front door kind of thing.
Yes, you are looking over a very, very much plantation style manor. There's a patio, columns, large entryway. There are a couple people milling around. You see some servants moving about, trimming hedges. Some of them are carrying baskets of food, as it is about midday at the time you arrive.
What do they use in the trim hedges?
Is there a doorbell?
They have small machetes they're cutting. A small door for Amon, but everyone else is about good.
I'm just be using them like this, kind of.
Alright, so.
I'm so cramped in this position.
Oh, God.
They told us to go down the path. Somebody meet
Alright, so you're going to
Yeah.
continue following the path along to the front door?
Yep.
Yeah.
The
Alright.
doorbell.
So you were standing up, and Amon is now slightly crouched with his head kind
That
of.
is where the path ends, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Alright. Which one of you knocks on the door?
The giant.
Tap. We're talking to a dragon. With
Strike
another
check.
dragon to talk to him. Or at least greet him.
He's a dragon?
No.
No.
What bodyguard's a dragon?
Yeah, I
That's
was
a
gonna.
Goliath.
I was gonna say it, but they were like.
You're saying, oh, you're saying we
the-
should have the dragon.
That's great,
knock on
let's-
the door.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm
Boom, boom,
knocking
boom.
on the door.
What are they
Alright.
doing?
You knock. The door opens, and there is a very clean
You think
shaven,
it's the
well kept
dragon?
elf.
Yeah, I don't know if this
Think
is
the
the
dragon
How may I
will
assist
open
you?
the door?
He kind of looks you over. How may I assist you?
Hey man, we're here to see the. Isn't it the what did you say the guy was?
The leader.
What's his name again? Somebody look at the invite.
It started with a P. I know.
No, it's Azimus.
The leader.
Asmus?
We're allies of
Just say the
Frozen.
leader.
He told us.
We're,
to
yeah,
come
we're here to
seek
see
refuge.
your leader or the
person in charge.
Well, I'm gonna roll perception and see if this dude smells actually like an elf.
Okay.
Ah! Yes!
It's a nat 20.
No, it's a 19.
Close
Plus,
No one's to 20 yet.
enough. Close enough.
plus a bunch. Plus 2.
Oh my god.
21.
A bunch is not 2.
Oh,
A bunch can be anything
Hey,
from
man.
2 to 10.
Shut up.
Because if this is the steel dragon, I don't want to be like, bitch, take me to your leader. To the steel dragon. I mean, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause-
Take me to your leader. Spins around in place. Present.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's me. I need to
am
speak to the manager. I
I
am
am
the
the
manager.
manager, bitch. The best feeling in retail ever. All right, he looks at you. It is an elf. It is an elf. 100%. You wish to speak to Sir Asmus.
Oh yeah.
Yes, please.
This way, please. He motions you into the manor. Hard mahogany wood floors, wood paneling on the walls. You can see various works of art hanging, some golden statues, some very nice paintings, large collection of books. He motions you into a small waiting room with a very small table, and by very small I mean like, you know, enough to put drinks on, that's about it.
A drink for me.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about you, but yeah. There's some chairs for y'all to sit in. There's a small fireplace. Will you be needing anything while you wait?
Ale.
Actually, drinks while you're around.
How much ale?
Refreshments.
Cold drink.
Let's see, 1, 2, 10.
4. Yeah, very well. You see him scurry off.
Thank
A minute later, a servant, 2 for you, Amon, carrying a large bucket of ale for Amon and drinks for everybody else, and hand them out
Bucket needs
to
a handle.
all of you.
Thank you.
The elf returns. It will be 1 minute. He is finishing business with someone else. Please enjoy your stay. If there's anything you need, he produces a small bell and puts it on the table. Ring if you need me. Wanders off.
As soon as he turns around, I want to ring the bell.
Assholes.
Did you turn around?
Right? Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you were
Ring.
listening. I didn't want
That's
to.
exactly what I
I
was
didn't want you to
help you,
ring it.
sir.
And, no, I just checking to see. I didn't want to be unnoticed.
We know you are here,
I
sir.
appreciate it.
That's awesome.
Have a good one. I'll tip him a gold.
Alright, let's go from here, Victoria.
In trouble, quick.
Yep.
Already.
Is this the kind of bell you can pick up without it making any noise?
Yeah.
In my bag of holding.
Oh my god. Thanks, sir. Assholes.
I tipped him.
I want to see if he's gonna come
That'd be
save
nice.
us
Yeah.
the next time
That's
we're
good
in a bunch
thinking.
of shit.
That's good thinking.
That's gonna be my action.
I still have a staff of unseen servant calling in my bag.
Nice. And we got a magic mop.
Do you have
So you can kill anyone.
A
who
magic
comes up.
murder mop.
I didn't think I had anything that.
See, and I made all that for you in D&D Beyond. So, all right. So, after a couple minutes, you all have a couple sips of your
Do
drinks.
that as an action.
Whatever you ordered is what you got.
That's like your whole turn.
Down walks
My class has it as a bonus.
decently dressed human. He's rather odd looking. Platinum highlights for hair.
Platinum highlights.
He paid a lot for those.
So classy.
Wearing a, again, worn but decent suit. And comes down. Hello, visitors. Thing takes a seat. And sips some coffee out of a small mug. What brings you here? Ting, as he shakes his hand, a little coffee spills. You may roll a perception. What you're thinking. It's a natural 20. But
Oh yeah.
yes, this is your dragon.
Okay.
I just say we're sent here on behalf of Brosen.
Oh, does he need help? Did he finally get lost in that damn city?
No, just
There's a black
Is it still
dragon.
standing?
Mostly.
Parts of it.
Parts of it. What did he do to my property?
A black dragon kind of threw.
Finishes the coffee in one gulp and just
What was
boom.
that thing called?
a ship.
Yeah, a ship on it.
Yeah, I don't know what a ship is either, but it is weird.
He's making crap up again,
as
isn't
a
he?
bout.
No, we were there.
Yeah, a bow or something.
Okay, he's making
A
crap up.
boat.
It was a large object that was said it was floated on water.
Yes, he's making crap up again.
No, it came
No.
right over our fucking heads.
I saw something.
Roll a
He said
persuasion
it
check.
was a boat. Bow. A what?
Persuasion.
No.
You may help him if you would like.
Oh yes, that's a 19.
All right.
You don't
He
know.
believes you after a minute. A boat. Is this? Water.
It's a small detail. We're really here because of all this damn corruption.
Ah, yes, there's been a manner of issue. Have you dealt with that evil little king who parades around as though he's in charge?
Yeah, he's a pancake.
You have a name?
Reynolds was his name. He used to be in charge of one of the former nations around here.
Definitely was.
Also known
Which
as
one?
the Underking.
Yes.
Yeah,
It was
we
the name he
killed-
took after he got infected.
He's dead.
Oh, good.
What nation was he in charge of?
Please hold. I do have that. I just need to... He was in the Protectorate of Tolar.
Underking, aka Renaud.
KIA.
What was the place called?
Protectorate of Tolar.
And who's the king of that?
He was.
I have heard of Tolar before.
Any of you, including you, Kirby, history check. See if you
Tolar?
remember Tolar. Yes.
TOL.
Tolar.
Yeah, no.
You said
I don't remember
history?
my name.
What?
You said history?
Yes.
19.
2.
17.
You remember shit. 17.
19.
You don't remember shit either.
Times change a lot.
We used to sit around
You.
and talk about
You.
all the good
You.
times we
You.
had in Tolar.
Yeah, you three remember Tolar was it was ruled by
fires here and there.
after starting fires in the fields and eating peasants. Yes, totally. Tolar was ruled by a group of provincial overlords, barons, if you will. One of them was known as the Invincible Overlord, who attempted to fight a handful of people. He wasn't invincible.
How'd that work?
It didn't go well after Reynolds actually killed him because he was killing peasants. And as a result, there was some instability. It's believed the plague actually started there, but no one is left alive to confirm that. So,
He was a good man. Till he got
yeah.
infected.
Well, what is known is that he tried to defend the capital and the people evacuating, and he went down fighting. Apparently, the plague liked that.
This is Ronald or Ronaldo?
This is Renaud.
R
Renald.
CR7.
RENALD.
Just abbreviate it CR7.
Yes.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 7.
Which is funny because according to his sheet, he was a CR7. I think that was a lie.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm closer to a CR13 or 14.
He may have been, but 10 dudes plus another 10
Oh,
dudes
yeah.
really
I was gonna
bumps up
say.
their stats.
Yeah, the other 10 kind of.
Yeah, well, everyone's like, if you fight him alone, it's like one of his powers is literally he summons 10 guards.
It's also
You
possible to fight
can't
him alone.
call him a CR7 if he can summon 10 guards. There was a big debate about that. Alright, so
And that's why it's homebrewed.
Yeah.
So, Asimus is sitting there. He just finished his coffee and placed this fine porcelain mug on the table. It says number 1 dragon on it. He's not very subtle. He says, so, what do you think of this little hideaway?
Fancy.
You clearly fought the plague to get here.
It is amazing. I've never seen a place such like this.
I'm glad you like my
Very
letter.
fancy.
Can I get one?
I don't think so.
My man here would like art.
A art?
Art.
What kind of painting do you prefer?
That's it.
Violent.
He just needs one.
Now you see him stand up for a minute. Walk with me. And he starts walking through the manor, perusing various pieces of art. There are some of people bathing. There are some of boats, people on boats.
That thing.
Oh, this? Yeah, this is made up crap. And he keeps walking.
One was thrown at us.
I seen
It was
one.
massive.
I
I seen it.
I seen one.
He stops and goes, I will have to go into Huthwaite and inspect this myself. He walks over and hands you a painting of a famous battle. There are multiple people getting slaughtered, some burned by dragons. One more particularly with 5 heads. That should be your taste.
I like it.
You guys are checking those 5 heads?
Sure.
I was gonna say I can't remember who had passed that check
It'd
last
be-
time.
it'd be
That was
pretty-
him.
it'd be
Huh?
pretty dope if you had a painting of me in there somewhere.
Hmm?
It'd be pretty dope if you had a painting of me in there somewhere. From like 500 years ago.
Roll against me.
Just like a civil war, like there's like 10 people, like just
Sit
like,
in a line of 10
military
people.
photos where they're just like,
With a hand in their shirt. To,
Yeah.
Their swear thing.
The day that animals fought back from the hunters.
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
Okay, yeah, you don't remember crap.
Nope.
That painting is worth 650 gold.
650 gold payments.
16.
Hold on, I haven't rolled yet. I had to roll for how much his painting was worth because I know he's going to try to sell at the next available opportunity.
Try to.
Yes, actually, as you're walking through, there is a painting of you
Who's this guy?
leading a group of animals against some hunters. Walks by. Yes, this is one of my favorites.
He's a very handsome looking dude.
Who stops between, kind of looks at you, kind of looks at the painting.
I walk away.
Huh.
Yeah,
He's
do it.
walking around. Must be his grandson or something. Continues through the manor. At this point, he's just walking.
We're gonna keep talking about the problem outside.
Oh, yes. Sorry. He leads you out onto a patio. You can see a very, again, manicured back lawn.
Can I stand up?
Statues. Yes, you can. You're not above anything. There are some people picking apples
Frozen
off of
send
some
us,
trees.
talking about the chain.
Do we still have that?
I do.
Want it? Yeah.
Lifts.
Uh,
It's my morning weight.
Can I get the bell?
Please, this is barely anything.
So you pull it out.
Yeah.
All right. Looks at it. Where did you get that?
We found it.
Walks up. He
back
grabs
in
it.
the city.
Thunk, chung. Again, he's a human, so. Chung.
Yeah, I hand it back to him.
Oh no, like I'm ringing the bell.
Oh, the elf appears. Yes.
Can I just hand him a drink?
That's what he goes. He stops and he puts his hand on his shoulder.
Anybody else? Anybody?
Oh yeah. He stops and he goes, coffee.
Do we need to refresh that?
Oh
with
yeah.
Water.
Let's go in a little stale.
No, actually, here's a real big question. After respect, do you still have your cup holders?
Yes, he has his cup holder armor. We're not getting rid of the cup holder armor. I like the cup holder armor.
It's been blessed to stay cold. Drinks cold.
I bless this chill armor. Alright, so he looks at the chain. And he stops the elf once more as he walks away. Hold. Bring up the remains. Ching. Sets it down on the lawn. Yes, we found a bit of these. This is the only intact one we found. A couple minutes later, a bunch of dwarves trot out carrying bits of chain.
Watch this.
So they carry
I
out
hide
bits of
behind the
chain.
corner.
Are you really? I shouldn't ask that question with you. They set all the bits of chains down, wash their hands while using it. That's enough for now. Actually, bring me the little toy too. Go. They wander off.
Toy.
They're gonna walk past you. You gonna grab one of them?
No, I'm gonna trip one and
Okay.
teabag him.
All right. So you
Well-
trip one as he walks by.
If I see him,
Oh, let me help you up!
Asimus doesn't even seem to notice. He goes, "These were all
Dwarves.
gathered from the Devos mountain range.
You're like wearing a kilt too, right?
Yeah?
Holds more knives."
No undies.
Scott's
Is there any other way to wear a
So
kilt?
they're literally getting like
Yeah, that's
They're getting tanked on the
Has to ask mechanically.
Literally teabagging.
he's sweaty, you can hear him stick and like pull off.
All right, that's an inspiration point.
It has been a while since a bath. Which is never
Inspiration point for
Boy, it'd
that.
be a shame for the fucking outline.
Oh.
Two of them.
That's a very dirty mushroom stamp.
I didn't know elves wore makeup.
It's good, bro.
Those are dwarves. Dwarves.
Dwarves, so.
Not a big fan of dwarves.
I see that. Today I learned something new about Mangle. My friend.
You should, by all means, they're gonna come back.
I give it a try. Yeah, you know,
It's good.
daisies.
The scale is gonna be a little odd.
like orc balls and then little half of balls.
Yeah, it's not the size of the balls that matter.
Are we comparing ball
We
sizes?
got grapefruit.
Oh God.
My cantaloupes?
Fucking bowling balls.
Yeah, grapefruits and grapes.
Oh God.
Yes.
Anyway.
So we got sidetracked a lot.
What's up with these chains? Asimus?
Alright, so Asimus has arranged
Ugh.
the bits, best you can tell, of a shattered chain link, whereas you have one that's just broken, but it is otherwise complete. These were scattered all over the Devos mountain range. My industrious friends, and as the dwarf that you teabagged is now like crawling off.
He's crying.
They were able to recover these for me. The plague, at least, is tied to them in some regard, I believe. I'm not 100% on that, and it could, of course, be manifestation of the inability of you all to take care of the land, but it's not my place to judge.
All I can say is it feels the piece of metal feels the same as the land around us.
I don't doubt it. So, if you are truly seeking to defeat this plague, and I believe you should be looking at this chain. The elf returns with all of your drinks.
To the mountain, then we go.
Yes, it is. If you look something points in
Round
the general
piece of the
direction,
chain.
mountain. You're just grabbing it.
Said we should be looking at the chain.
This one likes his specifics, doesn't he?
I'm jumping up trying to like grab the chain from Mangle.
He picks you up by the head and holds you up.
The fuck?
You need
Wow.
help. You need help.
It looks different from up here.
It does.
Can I please be put back down?
Set you down.
Scary up
Are
here.
you okay?
Yes, I'm good.
He's-
I'm okay. I'm okay. It's good.
I was gonna say, don't want you to think about that character for a moment.
I like this place too much to
So I want you to think about that for a moment.
You saw how fast he came last time?
Little girl like that.
Hey.
You can ring the bell or she can't.
Was it blue?
She came past when you were
Of course.
It's a Pavlovian response.
Yeah. Was it blue? Or she?
So he sips his coffee a little more and says,
So what should we do with these chain pieces?
I am not sure how they tie into all this. I haven't ventured up to the emotions once more with his mug now to the mountain range. I am not sure how they are tied together, but
Now that you know what it's supposed to look like, do you have anybody here who can put it back together?
every time the dwarves have attempted to forge it back together, it resists all versions of change. Yeah,
Are they good at forging, typically?
About 50-50.
Oh, that
They had
might be the
issues with
first
watches.
issue, but,
Hill dwarves. Worthless.
Yes.
Worthless.
They're only good at getting gold out of things. I don't need the gold taken out of my watch.
That one was pretty good at getting teabagged, but I mean, just saying.
He was. That was rather amusing.
Dirt out of
If we kept it up, we'd have gotten some gold out of it too. It's been a while.
As well. So, if you all are here, clearly you have some plan, correct?
So can anybody shoot them? Can anybody?
Deer.
Let's go kill
It's
it.
still out there.
Can anybody hear men in our group with this? Willing to try
I think I actually just picked that up.
to put the chain
I
back
do.
together?
I have mending.
Well, because men do that.
It can. Maybe.
For
DM discretion.
Yeah, I was going to say.
little things.
You can
This'll
certainly
be-
try.
This will be.
How big's one link?
A single break or tear an object you touch. So technically it could, but it is magical.
Can Jared handle it?
No, Jared's been wandering around. If y'all haven't been keeping an eye on Jared, he's been touching random things.
Was
Was he
Kinda-
drunk when
I
we
know.
showed up here?
No,
Like,
but
was he
he's
visibly
getting
drunk?
there. He's getting there.
Okay. If he wasn't visibly drunk when we
I was
got here, then he
suggesting
would
it
be
for
free to
this.
wander. If he was
I mean, I
drunk,
have it.
then I would have.
Oh no, he's
Everyone
getting
have it,
drunk because the elf
but
keeps bringing in
It's all on
drinks.
him now.
He
He
doesn't
doesn't
even
have
have
a
the
bell.
bell.
He doesn't, but he keeps wandering into people who ask, and he asks them for more drinks. So,
Is he visible?
yeah, he's picking through a library shelf right now.
I thought you had him on a leash.
Pick one, and then I would tie him to my wrist again.
Okay. All right, he picks a book and is now following you, and you've tied him to your wrist, correct?
Yes.
All right. So he's following you around with one hand on this book open, kind of reading it halfly. All right. So, what is the plan?
Is it
wants
okay
to know.
to take the chain link back that we had?
Yeah, he'll let you keep it. Are you gonna try to mend this chain together?
Yeah, I'll try.
All right, read me what mend does, because it's been a while since y'all
The
used it.
spell repairs a single break or tear an object you touch, as a broken chain link, 2 halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, or a leaking wineskin.
Men
As
don't-
is the break or tear is longer than 1 foot in any dimension, you mend it, leaving no trace of the former damage.
It's gonna be longer. No, actually.
Can you
Doubtful.
try and mend? You're gonna try and mend the one that we had that was mostly intact. First?
Yeah. I mean, theoretically it takes a minute, but if I take longer, it could probably be more than a foot.
Question.
It's a cantrip, so you can do it.
Yeah.
Mend.
Tang, tang, tang. Alright, so you attempt to mend the two pieces. As they connect, nothing happens. There's some sparks that fly out, and they retract back into their former position.
Well, that didn't work.
So it's
Well,
broke again.
If you keep trying it, it keeps doing that. And Asimus, well, that's...
So it keeps going like this, and then it
Sparks
breaks.
come
Yeah,
out.
they
Touch.
as they touch and try to fuse. It's clear some magic is stopping them, is resulting in the shower of
That's
sparks.
with any of the pieces.
Any of the pieces in any position.
Wipe the soot off my face. Yeah, it didn't work.
I was hoping you were going to say sparks come out. And it's scream.
He's cursed now.
No, it's that weird fire elemental from the last game. Sparks.
Does anybody
Yes.
have, hold on.
Magic does not seem to work on this thing.
But is it?
I
magic?
would tell Asimus when he asked for our plan. Personally, we were kind of hoping he might lead us a little bit in a direction other than
The mountain.
As well, if you were talking about boats being thrown or whatever, assuming boats exist, the elf returns again, this time bringing another coffee. This will be his third one in about, 10 minutes. Think, this is an excellent human concoction. Too bad the elves didn't figure this out. No offense. Motions the elf off. Do you all need anything?
Is that decaf?
No. That's dirt.
Rock on.
Let's get another drink for Jared.
Okay.
I'm sure he needs one.
I guess I finished my first bucket by now. Please, the bucket's like a normal cup size. With a handle.
Yeah. Ow, motherfucker, keeps hitting me in the nose. Alright. So, they bring you all more drinks if you need one.
Can I do detect magic on this chain link?
Sure. There is no roll for that as far as I'm aware. You're just burning a spell slot.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. You're just burning a spell slot. So, the chain itself identifies as an evil magic. But not of any school. One of you has done this before. I don't remember who.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I
So.
think
Yeah.
Jared do it back
I
in the
think
town.
you did.
Yeah, it was Jared.
Those daisies made my
Your short-term memory's gone, and your long-term memory.
long-term memory's great.
Lies. Alright. So, Asimus looks at you. You were looking for a plan for me then, huh?
Just a little bit of direction is all.
Well, if I were you, I would attempt to find where these chains came from. I'm not sure what you would do with this information, of course, as if I leave here, this manor ceases to exist. So I haven't been able to leave. I have been taking refugees. He motions around to all the various peasants gathering apples from the orchard. You can see some of them collecting coffee beans. There's a small garden essentially in his backyard. And they have been rather willing to defend this area for safety, of course. Well, I unfortunately cannot go with you. I can only provide you with guidance and a place to stay should you need that. You are the most adventurous group I have met yet. Everyone else is scared and running away.
You're telling me there's no tales of us in all those books you had out there?
Roll a history check, see if you caught it. You saw Suerte in a painting, so
I don't.
Suerte's cool.
The sword is apparently like 1,000 years old though.
Yeah, you didn't recognize anything that might have your name in it. Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while since I've read all those books.
Just
It
a
has
shit
been
load of
50
300.
years since I read this book. I really should reread all of them.
Yeah, there might be something about this chain in there.
Doubtful. As long as I've been alive, I've never seen this kind of chain before. Rosen might have, but he's currently busy trying to maintain his pretty little city.
He suggested that we come out here.
I'm sure he did. I'm the closest one, and the only one who has actually managed to find pieces of this chain. And everyone who's come through here has had the same story, unfortunately. But he should also know I can't leave.
Can you
Unless I
provide
love-
us with some transportation?
How
So
do you
we
feel
can
about
travel?
How do you feel about skeleton horses?
I don't give a shit. Do they
Does it
walk?
sound undead?
Oh yeah.
You stay in the
Whoa,
back.
it's
You can walk.
I imagine we need some like the
Where's your
A-team with like they have to like get them to fall asleep before they get them on the plane.
Here, take it. Shh, shh. Drag tape into a horse.
If y'all are truly worried about me, I have fine steed.
Well, yeah, you're not down with
Cool. See if you can catch some fucking rockin' ass beast again, like last time.
Yeah, if you're not down with skeletal horses.
Just thinking for faster travel for after we go
Yeah.
all over. I mean, I have a ride. I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but.
Because clearly you don't have to worry about the plague. I do have skeletal horses, and a normal horse. Well, you won't fit on a normal horse. It's your
I
problem.
have my own.
Is there like a wagon with these skeletal horses, or
We can set one up, yes. If you all would like to rest here the night, I can prepare all of that.
A barrel or two of ale in the back of the wagon?
I mean, for the horses.
The horses get a finer ale than you all. It's the only
Okay,
way-
so yeah, for the horses.
Definitely for the horses.
You all are almost alcoholics. I like it.
Why do you think we're so adventurous?
Oh,
I
I,
haven't had a single drink. I'm just smoking on my pipe.
He
the
likes
whole time.
daisies.
That's fine.
I'm sure they'll both need food on this trip.
Yes, he leans forward and sniffs your pipe a little.
I don't have
I know
enough
that.
bread
I
in
know
my
that.
bag.
I know those though. Frozen has a couple. He keeps them as pets. Then he smokes them. I don't know why you
We'll just
smoke
hit the
pets,
ration
but
line.
he's weird. Or was he called
I'm
a
used to just.
garden? Yes, he's a garden.
I'm used to start
That's the word.
No, I'm used to being a refugee.
He finishes his other coffee and
Your
sets
cash.
it down. The elf picks it up, wanders off. I will prepare your carriage. It will have 4 barrels of ale,
Ooh.
a case
For the
of
horses.
a gift from me. You must wait to open it, impatient one.
Until when?
For a day.
In the carriage.
I used to be a refugee, man. Until I found these guys. So.
Insight check on you. You can roll a deception check against it.
Oh, deception?
No, he's rolling an inside check on you.
Yep.
You're rolling a
Oh,
deception against him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. That's just my normal thing, right? That minus whatever. So,
Stat sheet,
5.
Yeah, he beats you then.
What's charisma?
He beats me.
Yes.
And that means what?
That means, how lying are you?
How much?
No, we're not lying at all because we were totally in line for that food.
Yeah.
Which meant we were.
Yeah, how much do you believe
Refugees.
you were
I got
refugees?
all this
100%.
bread from being a refugee.
wow.
100%
Okay,
truth.
then it's fine. As long
That
as it's not a
moment.
pure lie, he won't catch it. Now, if it was a 20, sorry, bro. You
Yeah,
would know.
no, I firmly believe that I was a refugee.
I mean, he was living the forest for a while.
You will
It's a
still.
part of
You will
our
have to
study.
wait. I have to prepare them.
Okay.
There will be rations as well. It will take you to the base of the Devos Mountains. Carriages and even horses don't fare well on a cliff face. They're
That's
not
right,
that
man.
cool.
And that's Skyrim horses.
No, sorry. Gravity exists for these horses.
Disappointing.
And gravity exists for those
Hey,
horses too.
it could be
it's
the
just
it could be the
force of will.
Mako from
It's
Mass Effect,
it's
which just
recommended.
goes up a cliff. Oh, I'm
Gravity.
sorry. You're going up the side
Points
of.
towards the ground. So towards the mountain.
If you all would like to lodge here, I have plenty of room. Is that something you all would like?
A bed?
Especially you from the painting.
I'll be staying outside.
Very well. Don't wander past the fire line, please. I don't want them to find a charred corpse in the morning.
He thinks you're gonna die, Suerte, if you go out there. He doesn't know.
He's the grandchild of some famous person. That doesn't
I
mean
don't
he can't
think he wants
die.
to whatever he wants to think.
The plague won't kill him, though.
Very well.
He's giving us a bed and stuff. I think those doors are still.
He's like this close to picking up my.
Just say dwarf.
Kill all dwarves.
No,
Alright.
no, we're not gonna kill a dwarf here. No,
Teabag one to death, maybe.
I mean,
He chokes on
look,
these.
if you can't breathe,
He
my-
chokes on
not my-
D's.
Okay, dude.
Alright, so
Not my fault.
he looks at you. I will have, and he calls the elf back, prepare the rooms. Your rooms will be prepared shortly. There is an open bar in the basement. I will be tending to some business.
I will
Business.
see you all in the
Before you
basement.
go,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I was going to ask you. You were saying something before I interrupted. You said you couldn't leave unless something.
I would have to have someone to defend this location. As this is my lair, if it is overwhelmed, the repercussions are dire for me. I'll have nowhere to go. I will be homeless. And I do not wish to rebuild all I have here.
Homeless does make suck.
It does. Unemployment is terrible to collect.
Employment?
Yeah, later. We'll talk about it later.
When you get paid for things.
You're a
Get paid
lucky
for
felon.
I was raised by a temple. I didn't have to worry about being employed.
Purge.
The silver spoon this one has.
Just, I will. Your rooms will be prepared. I will go deal. I must deal with some issues.
I know the spoon I used was wooden.
What issues you need help?
Not at the moment. I will let you know in the morning.
It's good fiber.
I am waiting on some answers for some people. He wanders off down one of the hallways, and you see him go upstairs.
Well, I heard bar in the basement.
He did say there's an open bar in the basement.
He did say that, but he went upstairs,
He did. He said he had to deal with something.
and I would like to see what that's.
We're pushing our luck. All right, so what are y'all doing?
Bar.
Going upstairs.
Basement.
Are you sneaking up there? Or you
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's follow them first. I believe the vast majority of them are going downstairs, including Jared. Because
Yeah, I was like,
Jared
there's
heard the
no
word open
sneaking-
bar.
Sneaking with Jared.
He's basically dragging you towards
Or
the
trying
basement.
to.
Do you want to tie Jared and let him go?
You
Oh
want,
yeah, he's going downstairs.
You want a spare wrist? to touch
Oh
your-
yeah, can I tie? Hey, can you keep? Can I tie him to a mom's dress? He needs a babysitter. Be gentle.
Alcohol. He's pointing
We're
down.
going there. Don't worry.
Good. He's walking along like a school child on his first day of school, super excited.
So can we just make this, instead of being tied to his wrist, tied around his waist like the actual child leash?
No. All right. So are all of you going downstairs to the open bar? Suerte? All right. Mangle?
Are there dwarves down there?
There may be. I can't guarantee
It's
anything
the
at the
bar.
moment. You haven't been down there, so.
I'm going.
They won't be
Alright,
down,
let's go.
They
Bird's
probably won't be
fine.
down there for long once you show up.
Oh well, yeah, I'm gonna go to the bar. He's sneaking up there. I don't think.
All right.
I'm sneaking.
No one wants to be associated with the Rouge.
Probably not
Heavy
gonna be
armor.
sneaking very well.
Not really sneaky.
Ching! Ching!
Clang,
Exactly.
clang, clang,
Super
clang.
stealthy. All right. So all of you go down. There is, in fact, an open bar. Think 1930s Chicago speakeasy. So, decent construction. Not exactly opulent, but
Go.
Chicago. I mean, Smelly River. Wood paneling, nice lighting. Generally well kept. Bit of a haze in the air as people have been smoking various cigars in the area. Appears that there is some naturally grown tobacco in the area that people are smoking. Some of it's not tobacco, but you know how that goes.
Mhm.
You can't tell the difference.
Doesn't smell like daisies.
It does, actually. So, are all of you going to the bar and taking seats and preparing?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a seat and
Right.
just not drink.
A small serving boy comes up. May I help you?
Ale. Large.
No, thank you. Just water.
Yeah, I'll take. Do you have any of that horse ale?
Yes,
How's it?
sir.
Horse ale sounds good.
All right, so he wanders off and brings it all to you. Looking
Is
around.
that ale actually made of horses?
That would be fucked up. No.
Is it made of horses or hay?
He just said it was better than the normal ale, so.
But
Or
he gives
finer.
it to the horses though.
Yeah, but they get better ale than we would have gotten.
Yeah, but if it's made of horses.
They're made for horses.
Made of horses. Yeah.
Could be just made out of hay.
Oh, so it'd be like a fucking tranquilizer.
You might knock him out.
All right.
Right.
Looking around the room.
Horses.
It'd be like a fucking.
Looking around the room, there are groups of peasants who are all yes.
Does the horse ale have a name?
You'll have to ask the serving boy when he comes back, because he's already wandered off to get your drink order. So, looking around the room, there are groups of peasants drinking. They all seem to be having a decent time. From what you can tell, they're just enjoying their time off after work, or maybe before work for some of them. The 2 barkeeps are spending their time going through and filling orders. The pictures on the wall are once more of various scenes, some of them of the manor, to be painted by the peasants because they're basically watercolors and, stick figures. Best owner ever, crap like that. Some of them are
stuff you get from your 5th grade on the fridge.
Yep. There are a couple of them, though, that appear to be of some ancient battle between large creatures over large swaths of land. There's another one of Suerte in the corner, looking heroic, with the staff he currently has.
History check on the battle?
Sure.
Was I there?
You were.
Oh, fuck you, Dave.
You remember posing for it. Was decently well done.
6.
You don't recognize it, but you do remember that there have been quite a few large battles in the history of this world. If you believe any of the creation myths, of course.
I'd like to find a corner of the room,
Okay.
opposite side from where the painting is.
Okay. Taking up your own little
Just
booth.
observe.
Okay. You looking for anything in particular?
No,
Okay.
just making sure nothing in particular is looking for me.
Okay. Roll a perception check, please.
That is 21. No, excuse me. That is a 26.
Alright, looking around, no one in particular is paying too much attention to you other than the fact that you are dressed differently. You obviously have, as an adventurer, more gear than that.
I mean, I'm cloaked up.
Yeah, so they're kind of observing you. Think Lord of the Rings. Who's that man in the corner? Event? No.
No one.
Sure. Alright. For the rest of you, are you sitting with Suerte or are you staying far away from the weird guy?
I just sat down somewhere.
Yeah.
So you take an entire table, that's a stool, pull it up to another table. Okay.
Sitting right next to the
Okay.
giant guy.
And then Jared's
Mangled,
next-
Bert, what are you doing?
Jared's tied to my left wrist next to me.
I'm waiting impatiently for my drink.
I'm gonna go sit over next to the Suerte.
Okay.
Suerte. Uncomfortably close.
Suerte, how are you dealing with
Just a little too close.
I am high enough to not care.
this?
Alright, so so since everybody's all wherever and I'm the ranger, I gotta keep eyes on everybody. I'm gonna go to the far corner and stand.
You're back to the wall so you can see everything.
Stand up on a table in the corner and watch everything.
Okay. Alright. So after a couple of uncomfortable humans watch you crawl on a table,
What are you looking at?
do you need help?
With? What do you think I need help with?
You looking for some? Never mind.
I'm watching.
Okay. They go back to what they were talking about. Clearly, creep the fuck out.
Good.
All right. So, as you are watching, perception check for me, please.
Nat 20.
Most of the people are involved in their own conversations. A couple are watching Suerte because hooded figure in a corner.
But it would be a 26.
Trying to blend in and be unnoticeable so people should fucking...
Stealth check.
If they keep looking at me, I'm gonna start throwing fireballs at their ass.
Stealth check. The others are looking at you because you're standing on a table.
I'm distracting them from
And they're all. Some of them are also looking at the giant who is basically curled in on a to
19.
It's hard to
You're-
see
you
around.
are beginning to blend in.
That's
as
the other
they're
reason
clearly
why.
realizing you're not
it's
going to
hard
react
to see around him.
or do anything.
With a random guy tied to my wrist.
Yeah, so occasionally tries to wander around the table and is yanked back for
Probably the
comedic
most
value.
interesting thing happened.
He forgets he's tied to you.
Yes, he does.
So because I see everybody, oh, this is gonna be.
I mean, he was
good.
tied to my wrist. The rope is shorter.
Because everybody's staring at me,
Hmm?
because they think I'm fucking weird. I'm gonna make them think I'm even weirder by dancing a jig. And
Performance check.
Exactly.
Oh! Do you need a bagpipe?
Oh god.
Accompaniment?
Oh
Like,
god.
as soon as you start seeing me dancing, you're playing.
Oh god.
And my performance is -1. So this is gonna be. Oh no, that don't count. This is gonna be good. 18.
Okay,
19
my
minus
performance
1
is a 9.
18.
So
Oh, so crappy. Well,
But,
mediocre
I mean,
bagpipes.
what are you
but I
playing?
don't know.
What are you playing?
What
What are you dancing and what are you playing?
All along the watchtower.
Just dancing, doing stupid shit.
Well,
On
I
top
mean,
of
I
the
like
table.
the Dave
I'm doing
Matthews
a show.
Band. I think that would fit a little bit better than
They stand
playing
over their
Hendrix.
eyes.
Yeah, Hendrix is too much like a guitar. All right, so
There's
on
not
the
enough
bagpipe.
daisies.
Daniel,
What?
I like. How many people are there staring at me?
In total,
Yeah.
you're getting maybe 12.
All right. So like
This place can hold 50 total
Like
if it
10?
were full.
10 seconds of eye contact each, and I just like straight dead face. For however long he's playing bagpipes.
All right,
Let's
after
go
maybe
keep
2
that
minutes,
going.
after maybe 2 minutes of this,
18-minute song, so
after 2 minutes of this, you made eye contact, and all of them are now turning away in their own conversations, trying not to look at you, cause it's creepy
Don't,
as
don't look at him and he'll stop.
Yeah, basically. All right, so you stopped, and they are no longer looking at you.
Good. My plan worked.
That was creepy as fuck. All right.
One of your most memorable moments, I'm sure.
All right, so the serving boy returns and brings you all of your drinks. Which one of you asked for a name on the horse ale?
The big guy.
Hale. H-A-L-E.
Not Y-L-E? Like, come on.
Ah!
H-A-Y?
Nay,
doesn't
sound right.
Hale?
Nay, doesn't sound right.
nay.
And you're cut off.
Wow.
Hale.
Alright, so I got a horse ale? Or
Yep.
hail?
Hey, you have Hale.
Hail!
It's not frozen, is it?
No.
Oh. No.
You just doing
What's
a
it
ale
taste
show?
like?
It's gonna be a.
Kind of hot.
I wasn't gonna return. I wasn't gonna make you roll.
Yeah, bro, I figured it was
Sure.
gonna
What's your
be-
investigation roll?
High life.
So,
Modified
oh, the
21.
champagne of Europe.
Is that
Basically-
investigation or is that perception of the tongue?
No, it's investigation because you're investigating with your tongue in the drink. So that's gonna
Thank
be
you, Antoine.
basically drinking a pine tree.
Oh.
So it's just a big glass of gin.
Damn.
And that's why I don't like gin.
Break
This
time.
is different. No, I'm just gonna drink. Might heat up my skin.
Oh, you brought food?
Yo, there's apple cake.
That shit is bad.
All right, so we're gonna
Especially at
switch gears
midnight.
for a minute. What are you doing,
Syllables.
Mr. Brett?
So see him go.
Do you want them to leave the table?
That's the whole reason why I actually went out to.
Do you want me to be an asshole?
Hey, I'll take a smoke break.
Do you want to be an asshole? Make them
We
leave.
did this.
Sure. That's fine. That's
All right,
fine.
everybody out.
Yeah.
So I walk
That's a
around looking
deal.
like
Yeah, we don't have
that,
to.
so I should be pretty hard to. They shouldn't be
Are you
recognizing
gonna
me
end
from
up sharing
paintings.
with us?
Okay.
I'm pretty incognito.
See?
Okay.
That's what I'm learning.
Oh,
Maybe
right,
I'm just
yeah.
learning, like, hey, when's the next shipment of hail coming?
We're walking out. Cider, coconut, pineapple.
Oh,
with lemon
it's
zest.
horrendous.
I think it's good.
Though there is a fair bit of larceny left.
Jesus Christ, I'm the only one who likes this. All right, all for me. All 64 ounces.
Fucking
Nope.
horrendous.
So,
Coconut sucks.
Fucking horrendous.
Oh God, thank
All
God I
for
cleaned
me.
my
Here,
palate.
quick, wash it down with that.
Yeah.
yeah, I would see them walk off. I would kind of want to hang around,
There, that
look at the
cleanses the
bookshelf and
palate.
shit.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Oh. That stuff was disgusting.
Yo, crazy shit happened. My best friend got in an accident today. Right.
Sucks.
You are tied together supernaturally.
You T-boned the bitch. But she's good.
Go make your phone calls. Or you can explain to them what happened to 701.
Huh?
They don't know what happened to 701.
You know?
I don't
That's
think
the whole
Kirby.
story.
Kirby definitely doesn't, and I don't think Jason knows the whole story. I just told him 701's down.
It's fucked up.
No, I shouldn't be
You guys,
laughing.
I'm gonna let you guys tell the tales of
Oh no, I'm not going to tell it because I know I'll be next then.
You know me what?
That'd be bad karma. I'll be next.
Oh yeah, that's what happened to me. I was
Yeah.
bullshitting Will. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
No, I've been in enough accidents. I've been in one bad one and a couple of small ones to know that no, it ain't worth it. So,
Yeah. Well,
all right, we'll come get you from the front. Is the whole is your whole iPhone 10 working?
No, fuck no. The Wi-Fi still didn't work. I didn't try Face ID, but I'm sure it's not working.
Okay.
So, I'll just leave it as is. Fuck it.
Okay. No, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll
well,
figure it out.
talk about it on Monday. All right. So,
They would leave. I tell him I'm gonna let Mataz fly around.
okay. So
He
you go out
looks
in
like
front.
he's an owl and he's yet to actually like fly at all.
You have to flex them wings.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd find a seat and I would go into his
within the library, within the building, or on the patio.
on that. There's windows on
Yeah.
the second story, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I would go outside.
All right. Cool. So you go outside and you let Mataz fly.
I would have a seat and I would take over control of his vision.
Okay. So as Mataz flies around
And I want to see what he's looking at,
this plantation-style house,
like what's upstairs and stuff.
it is 3 stories. The 2 stories encompass the same amount of space. So, box 2 stories, and there's a 3rd story where people can go onto the roof. Appears as though like a mezzanine. You know, you go up some stairs, little area where you could within the air conditioning. Again, assuming modern day. I'm using that just so you can understand what I'm
Can he
describing.
see through where Azimus went to?
Perception check. You may use your stat in place of Mataz's, because I
Yeah.
don't think
He
has.
does, but he gets
Oh.
advantage on sight ones.
Okay, then yeah, you can roll with him. I forgot if they had him or not. Or if
He has
they
a
were using
that's a
him.
19.
All right, you can actually see him. He is in the 2nd story in a corner area. It appears to be a small office from what you can tell.
In his own room.
It looks like it might be his room, but you can't really tell.
Okay.
Not with just the furniture.
Okay.
He is pouring over. He's got some table in front of him, and you can see light coming from below it. Appears as though it's, strings and LEDs and boom, like whatever a projector would be. And he's pouring over something. You can't exactly see what at the moment, though.
Okay. So then I guess I would take back control over my eyesight.
Okay.
Look around to make sure no one's watching and throw my hood up.
Okay.
Go invisible.
All right.
Sneak up and see if I might be able to get a better look from in
All
the
right.
room.
As you climb up the 2nd story, move through the hallways. They're very similar to the bottom floor, only they're a little bit more enclosed. Think of a cruise ship with wood paneling. It looks cool, it's meant to look good. But this is real wood. As you approach the door that Mataz saw that would be the room that Asimus is in, I'm going to need you to roll a perception check for me.
It's in that one.
Damn. You don't hear anything as you approach.
Yeah, it's
All
a.
right.
We can go off my passive perception.
What is your passive perception?
A 19.
Damn. I'm never getting a drop on you again.
Expertise, man.
Hey, at least you're playing the character right. Alright, as you approach and you listen in. As you're actively listening, you can't hear over the sound of your footsteps and the wood underneath you. Not creaking, but shifting. And it seems to travel almost up your bones, covering the sound. As you stop moving near the door, you can hear Asimus talking. Listen, I don't care what your little prophecy says about keys and a door. I care about the fact they're here. If they are looking for something, you down more coffee, set down, you can hear the sound of the ceramic mug hitting the table. Boom! I care that I can't leave, and I'm sending people who are seemingly good to deal with something they're unprepared for. You little cat. Here. This is such musings of this powerful creature. He wishes that he knew the truth. Quit speaking in riddles, you tiny insect. Answer me. He picks up the mug again with an angry sip.
Am I not supposed to be in here?
Not yet. You want to go out with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. Yep.
What kind of spider is that, bro?
I don't know, dude, but he's been like righteously building that thing for like.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Don't even kill him, bro. We worked too fucking hard for this shit.
He earned it.
He's keeping the mosquitoes off my front porch.
It's good though.
Yeah.
Keep that guy there.
Hmm?
Talking about the spider.
Alright, so picks up the mug, you can hear the shifting and a spill of a bit of coffee. Ding! I just need to know if I send them into the mountains or back where they came from. Little prophet.
Asimus said that.
Yes. Just so you know, I'm going to play the other character that he's
Yeah.
speaking to with way more encryption and a lot more of cackling. basically crazy. 'Tis their choice, my friend. Whatever they choose will be the right path. None of us can decide. Not even you, not even your friend, not even that killer. I dislike talking to you. You give me a headache. We will talk later. Tung! You can hear a sounds as though sand hitting a table. And you can hear footsteps. It appears Asmus is walking around. Well, not appears, sounds as though Asmus is walking around.
In the room, or does it sound like he's coming out?
In the room. Do a perception check again to determine if he's walking towards you.
It's still not great. It's a 14.
You can't tell. What are you doing?
Walking toward me? I can't see them at all.
You cannot. You can't tell if they're walking towards you. Cannot see. There is no lock that you can see through. Or
on the other side of the door, or they're walking in the hall?
No, they're walking within the room. You can't tell.
Oh, there's another person in the room with him.
There was, not now. Now it's just him.
Okay.
You cannot tell if he's walking towards the door to move outward, or just pacing in the room.
I would, once I hear him kind of disconnect that phone call,
okay,
I guess I would head back downstairs.
Okay. It's gonna be a minute.
It's cool.
I'm going to break.
A bunch of black roses were delivered the morning that he was on the air on 96X. Yeah,
It's getting dark.
fucking harsh.
I'm not editing.
I remember when 96X was actually like play good music.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the talk radio crew that they have are pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, the ones that used to have in like the afternoon.
Yeah,
and then it's
they
just
did
the
some
morning.
cool shit.
There was a
Okay, radio people, does the Z104 Z Morning Zoo still exist?
I think
I don't know.
so.
I
Something
think so.
similar
I
to
think
it.
Drake listened to them.
But I don't listen to that radio. Yeah, that shit's.
When I was a kid, that's like how I was introduced to Prince.
Fuck, Will.
Yep.
Walk away.
What he break?
Huh?
Tell me what he broke.
Oh. I didn't break anything.
yeah.
Lies.
Give it a minute.
Doesn't say lies.
Today I learned.
He didn't break nothing that wasn't broke already.
Yeah, I got it.
I go with lies again.
You can start.
All right. So Brett returns to you. He wanders back down.
Oh, so it's Brett now.
Well, what is your name now?
Gregor.
Gregor. I lost count long ago. Gregor returns to you all. He's heading down the stairs. And where do you want to sit? Who do you want to sit with?
As he's coming down, I grab my mug, lift up my left hand, pick up Jared Oxford, put my hand back down, switch hands.
That's a good visual.
I was
Just
not
over
done.
the-
I lift
drinking.
this one and then realize it's in Suerte's face and grab it on this side because we're that close.
God.
Uncomfortably so.
Hey, it's a druid thing.
All right. So, where you go? What do you do?
Bond of the
Who
Wild.
are you sharing with?
I'll head in the corner.
I should
With,
That table looks pretty full
Yeah.
with a fucking Dragonborn and a lion.
So do you join
Yeah.
Bert or do
No.
you join Suerte?
Saucy little man.
One side.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go hang out with
Bert
him.
is on the opposite side.
That's
I'll
good.
talk to her now.
I'll go hang
Yeah,
out
that's
with him.
good. That's
I'm gonna get
that's
on the
some
other
style.
Suerte
That's good. I like
sandwich.
that.
You are now sandwiched between
Yeah.
the Rouge and the Druid.
I'm not as close as him. Like you're just like blocked in kind of thing.
I can get out if I need.
And you're into a
You guys
spider.
didn't catch the conversation we were just having.
Actually, no, you can't. None of you brought that up to him.
What's up?
The lack of polymorph. But okay.
That's not the only spell I had.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. None of you brought it up. I'm surprised, actually. All right. So,
That's fine.
He was-
We haven't left yet.
true. All right. So, what are you all
I also
doing?
don't remember it.
true. That's true.
Yeah,
No.
you mentioned it's like
Yeah, you
something,
don't remember,
something
so fair
faded
enough.
from memory, but we don't know what.
Fair enough.
Right.
Except for you remember perfectly because you never had it, so suck it.
I mean, I don't care.
Amon looks at it. It won't help me kill heretics. I don't care.
It's not a weapon. It's not armor.
Wow, Amon is single-minded. All right,
Yeah.
so
I would message.
move into Suerte and cozy up a little bit and get your drink.
I would
just start
message
pulling
Mangle.
smoke in his face because he's not druid.
Okay.
Second hand.
I was saying,
Rock
go
on.
ahead.
Yours.
Hey man, elf bros for life.
You're a high elf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you.
Why do you want to play Riggs' character? Never mind.
Well, he's not exactly high yet. Give him a couple of minutes.
Let him breathe in.
Don't be mad because I'm the best elf.
Holy shit. All right,
They're
so
close second.
Heads poked up from the corner. I hear a fight.
yes.
No. It's watching this time. It's watching.
Yes. Boom.
But I would message
Sorry,
Mangle,
Jared.
and I do believe Asimus has our best interest.
I
So.
pat him on the shoulder and cast contagion.
Did you say at the end of that you can reply to this message?
You can reply to
I
this message
imagine
by
like
clicking.
if I don't like if we don't say something like
Who would know?
Mangle would just say it out loud like. No, he would hear it and be like think
Oh, okay, cool.
actually talking to him and just be like
Yeah.
no,
No, I got you. That's exactly what I thought. I'm totally digging this hail he sent down too. That would look so fucking bizarre. Awesome.
Just one dude talking to himself really loud in the middle of a room.
Well, like not just even talking to him. He is like like every other sentence talking to himself. Like, you're missing half the conversation.
Like I'm one of those guys on a
Yeah.
bus with their cell phone.
Yeah,
Like
that's
this?
really
Loud.
good. Wait, you want to put what where?
What was that like?
No, we did that on Tuesday.
So where do I put that cream? Like just like wait
Is that-
till
is that-
No, it's really itchy.
Is
No,
that
they
like
can't be right. I
Frozen
put it there
talking
and
to
didn't
himself
do
in the middle of the
anything.
street?
I got it really up in there.
All right, so you messaged him that. How do you respond?
Did you say that you could reply?
Yeah, I would agree.
Text.
Like,
Awesome to reply to this message.
Just to Mangle, I have to.
Congratulations, you
announce
got
that
Cat
have to
Facts.
reply.
So then I'll message. I'll do the reply message. And I'm like, there's like
Strains.
like, so he wasn't actually threatening us.
He never once threatened us. Seriously. You can reply to this message.
I love that you can reply to this message.
I was waiting because I was gonna fucking yell it. It's like,
Flip the table.
okay, if you say so, I'll take your word for it.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
This is the reply.
Mine
Yeah.
now.
That's not the way it's working out in my head.
No, you have the little like wiretap thing on his ear.
Two.
Who are you talking to?
So yeah, okay. I mean, if you say so, that's he's weird. Like Brozen, I have this innate respect for this guy. He's there's something off. I don't know.
He just put off by his
But if you say so.
I would just are you put off by his company, and I would just in my mind like ... dwarves.
Yeah, that was out loud.
I wouldn't say reply to this.
No, you don't want that in your mind.
I don't want
I don't want screaming in my mouth.
stunned for 1d4 rounds.
I would expect as a casual observer,
Oh my god!
as a casual observer of that goings on, I would expect the high elf to be just chuckling to himself as I'm screaming.
Me standing at the other table. What the?
And scene.
And fade to black. All right, so as that all goes down, Suerte, I'm sure, is feeling very uncomfortable with this random.
I'm having trouble hearing out of one ear.
Yes.
All right,
That would
so
be fair.
Bert, you observed all of this go down, with Mangles just start cackling in the corner, as did you, Bodyguard, and Amon with Jared in accompaniment.
What was? Are we all okay?
What?
Who?
This is somewhat normal.
We're fine. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it, bro.
I heard a shout. It was.
I grab the
Under
handle
belt.
and take a large string.
All right, so what are you all doing now? You'll have a couple gathered in the open bar that is the basement.
Tall one.
Yep.
Go easy on the hail.
What do you do now?
Some would call it strong.
What are you up to now? At this point, we'll say it's been a couple of hours. Anyone who would like to continue drinking, I need con saves.
That's a good time to go to bed.
All right, you all have been given your key. Each one of you individually has been given a room by the elf at one point or another.
Is mine like 4 beds pushed together?
9.
No, yours is just the outside. They put a cot out and we're like, fucking good luck. No, they did give you a room that was sufficient size.
I can stand.
So who is still drinking? I do need those con saves.
9.
There. It's just
Are you the only one, really?
No, that
Okay.
would also be a 9.
9.
9.
9.
He said 9.
Really?
Yeah,
Holy
I
crap.
said 9.
Okay, so y'all are fairly well buzzed.
9!
9.
Not.
My die says 9. I am not drunk.
999.
The number of the beast. The
No.
number of a beast.
If you're hanging upside down in the tree.
Yes, inverted.
Yeah.
The inverted beast!
Like the
Alright.
hanged man.
So you three are fairly well intoxicated. You're not super drunk yet. You're not doing
No,
crazy
I
shit.
didn't. I'm
Oh.
sleeping.
Oh, you're sleeping.
He said 9.
Oh,
Oh,
you and you
yeah.
two. Okay.
I'm
Sorry.
just
Thought you were
downstairs
bros.
watching them.
Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah, you're
yeah,
watching
they're
them get
taking
progressively
it all
more
in.
drunk.
Yeah, no, I've been drinking water.
Bodyguard on
Ice
top.
cold, refreshing water.
I guess
Fucking
before
man.
I head back,
Always on duty.
before I go to
Yeah.
sleep, you take Jared
Got
back.
some waiting for you.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. I would take
That
Jared
would
back.
be-
I would ask the elf
Hey,
if
walk,
there a
drag along
library or
behind me.
something.
I drink more.
Yes, there's a
I
library.
want to talk
So-
about an awkward
What?
situation.
There is a library.
See if it
So,
has-
would you like me to take him there?
Let me count.
Nope, I want to go with him too. See if I can research.
Follow me.
This shit's choppy.
Leads you to a, from what you can tell, 3-story library.
Shit. I don't know what Jared would be into. I'm assuming like some
Anything
astral
magical.
plane.
Anything magical.
And that answer would be yes.
Jared just wanders off into the library. It's open. It is, think of a large tower filled with books. He just wanders off and immediately grabs a ladder and begins climbing up and taking books off the shelf.
Yeah.
All drunk.
Hmm? Surprisingly nimble while drunk.
Um,
I'll have halfway moving.
I guess I was sleeping. I'm gonna make sure the dog doesn't even go.
we.
Okay.
I would have seen at least the one picture of possible Suerte.
You would have.
I want to research anything about that.
Okay.
From way back.
Way back in the day.
Yeah, that too.
Alright.
If there's like a painting
Remember
name
what I'm talking
associated
about?
with it or anything.
When I
Here's the
mentioned
thing.
this.
If it's a wrinkle in time, would I even be aware of what?
The difference between the two, from where you came from and where you are.
So it's just
Yeah, I mean, like, is this something that would have happened before I
Yes.
came now,
This has happened
or
before.
do I maybe somehow get back?
This has happened. The
Somehow I
first
have to get
painting,
back because he
How
has to
about
get the
the bag?
stats.
the first painting is before. The second painting
How
is
about the
after
bag?
you left.
Yeah, from way back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So are you researching the one of the battle
I
or
know what
the
you're
one of
talking about.
Suerte looking
Okay.
with the staff?
I didn't see the one of him in the bar.
I have
Okay,
to listen
so yeah,
to what
he's
they're
researching
saying
the
to
one you would've been
understand
aware
the other video.
Alright, so what'd you get?
The
video is
investigation.
fucking right.
Yep.
and
That's some
18.
dad shit to
Alright.
do.
Lonnie, come here.
Looking at the painting, you
Yeah,
are
I
able
saw
to
what you
determine
did there.
who the painter is.
Here.
Lonnie.
As there's a small signature in the corner, you were able to make it out.
Alright.
After looking this up, this appears to be a historical rendition. Go for what?
You go now. You've been here 4 hours. You know P.
Blondie, come.
Or maybe you have. I don't know.
There you go. All right. So, looking up this information, we're able to find that this person had done a number of famous paintings in regards to the mythology of previous, we'll say kingdoms,
Mythology.
previous nations. Lovato is mentioned, Oland, as is Buzian and Tolar. All of them share a similar mythology of a great battle occurring that led to the formation of the world. This is a rendition of said battle. And it liberally uses modern actors to portray this. Modern legends.
So I'm assuming, like, I would be able to find, like, oh,
Yes.
this was the scene of this battle.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one of them mentions Suerte taking the place of one of the famous druids leading the forces, as well as its similarities to Hunt the Uprise of the Beasts on what's referred to as the True Crown,
Rough Year Association?
roughly 500 years ago.
Yeah.
Fucking.
500?
500.
Man, that's a baby elf time.
You tell Suerte that.
Okay.
That was last week, man.
Yeah, let's do that fucking yesterday.
I was just in that shit.
What is it?
PTSD.
It's 200 years.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm so quiet?
Now the
We wondered
the actual
what it cost.
We set off any fireworks.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Mom, you have Jared taking care of over there.
now the initial
In bed.
the
Off
initial
with it in the library somewhere.
the initial
You
formation
did carried back. I'm
of the
asleep.
world
Some
now
battle
that's related to
librarian.
is 3,000 years old.
He
Okay.
said fireworks.
So it is related to a
Jared
historical.
would do
You know, it's one of those.
You just heard fire.
World War One was just a Napoleonic War. You know how battles are.
Yeah.
What?
I'm thinking more of it as like,
No.
oh, Jesus, roughly 2,000 years ago. Or like
Yeah.
Just laughing.
Hercules, they did that in like BC times, or like 1400 BC.
I was gonna say that was roughly the initial.
But you know what I mean, guys. Like, where
Yes.
even mythology still has a rough base
Mhm.
in that
Might be
culture.
32.
This
Yeah,
happened.
Yes, and that's
Okay.
his
It's
was more
huge,
of
it's
a
bigger.
analogy of we'll take an
Bigger
event
than
that
it looks,
occurred and compare it to
I know we got a 64
historic
rally in
battle.
the fridge.
Okay.
It doesn't
So
look
his
good.
500-year ago event of the animals rising up and taking back the true ground occurred and is being compared to
You gotta
the
feel
3,000-year-old event of the chaos.
Okay.
That's my secret.
Was it for a party? Not
And that's what happens when humans get uppity.
Actually, yeah, that did a fair amount, considering when you get to the lower level, it's going to look a lot different. Since you weren't around to witness the survival.
Or will I be?
Ooh.
We'll see.
Bum, bum, bum.
Dun,
Anybody
dun,
got any
dun.
wishes?
Blondie.
I mean, I can
Yeah.
wish as much as I want.
Blondie.
Nothing happens.
Keep on that.
One of these days.
It's like no the time. Just, or it's like no the
cat.
can. Just give it time. It'll set.
That's how it is with my dog. They're gonna get my
Sow them seeds.
Alright, so you're going to sleep. You two continue to drink.
Yep.
What are the rest of you doing?
Maintain.
We're going to keep it.
Just maintain that buzz.
Okay? What about you, Bert? Same thing?
Well, yeah, but
Alright, Brett?
I'm asking Mangle. I see he's, been pulling that bag he has out. So I asked Mangle where he got that bag from.
That was, you remember when Raz was up in the upstairs in that building that was catching on fire?
I was there.
Yeah, you remember that.
I seen it.
I remember that bag.
And he dove out the top and like shimmied down the side of that building,
That's some pretty cool shit.
like through that shit.
Mhm.
And then I come running up, grabbed everything, called the Uber, and we all dipped out of there with what's his name?
That
They
mage.
ran the-
That mage.
Yeah, little punk ass that was talking shit.
Little bitch.
Gotta get you arrested and shit.
He was trying to be doing the arresting.
Save him.
He was trying to do the arresting, and we ended up saving his ass. Bitch.
I said, bitch.
Another guy from Outlet.
Be thankful he wasn't a damn dwarf.
Yeah, that guy.
His ass, we'd have been roasting his little ass.
Yeah, you've been.
Put him on a spit.
I don't like this new racist side of you.
This is another side of you.
Oh, I knew you, but
What about
You
doors?
said that though. You said bitch
But
though,
no-
right? Yeah.
I was asking about
It's
your
old
bag.
times. It's old times with my clan.
I was asking
So-
about your bag because I know this trick that I can show you.
Cool.
Might be
Let's
hard
not
to
do it down here in the bar.
Okay.
Let's wait.
So I need to get a room.
Well, we got a key.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we got the key. You done? You done?
Yeah, let me-
Done with
let's-
drinking?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
I'm about done.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get that.
Metallic-y tang.
Tastes like hay.
Did you say you're? I'm gonna take Will's job. Is your throat a little hoarse? Don't need to step on your toes,
Dagger
though.
kicks in.
Now,
Dagger
with
has Dagger hit him. Boom!
Just taste what I use.
I'm surprised. I was
Just taste-
waiting for you to go for it. Never,
It
Yeah.
tastes
never
like
seen-
somebody's baling hay nearby.
Well, better get used to it. We got 4 barrels coming.
Yeah, that's true. This is the good stuff.
I'm gonna see about buying a cheap barrel. Just cause.
I don't like tasting tree.
You don't like eating an entire pine tree?
Only when it's in smoke form.
Alright, so what are you all up to? Crashing?
Can I do more research in the library?
You can.
This time for magical shit.
Define magical shit.
As a
Any
new,
particular target or just
newfound wizard, can I learn
Bum bum bum.
a wizard?
any like magical or any like? I want to learn something fire with cantrips. I want to learn how to see in the dark.
Is that the same thing or the two different things?
That's potentially two different things.
It's potentially
cool.
two.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for fire.
And hoping for night vision.
I got
Should give it that.
Blondie,
I got
no.
night vision.
Hold on. We probably need to take a break to force the dog to go outside.
That's all.
Blondie,
She
no.
just
Show my face.
Are we the next day yet, or?
All right. Well, that's what I was asking. You have been asleep, Amon.
Yeah.
The rest of you, are you all climbing into bed? And
I'm gonna show Mangle this trick of turning the bag inside out.
all right.
Oh yeah.
So, are you doing this in
That's
the middle
where
of
we
the
get,
open bar,
No,
or
no, upstairs.
Okay. Okay. In y'all's room,
Gotta
huh?
make sure Mangle knows.
All right.
That's my dog.
I'm outside, up a tree.
Up a tree, huh? All right.
Actually, since I'm an elf and I only need to sleep for 4 hours, I'm gonna be in owl form the whole time. No, I'm not that kind of owl. What?
What the fuck?
Sure, a what wolf too? A white wolf. A white wolf.
All right. So, Mangle, do you turn the bag inside out, as Bert has shown you?
Yeah.
All right. You turn the bag
Pretty cool,
inside
huh?
out, and out
I
spill.
don't know. We'll see.
Out spill.
All your
900
stuff, that's
copper
it.
pieces. 9,000 silver pieces.
Oh Jesus.
God damn. Your
Yo,
bag
bro.
was stacked.
9. What was that?
9,000 silver pieces. You get 13 gold pieces because apparently they weren't into carrying that kind of shit.
Silver's worth
Bert,
that.
I didn't put all that shit in there.
Yeah, it's
That's
below the
the trick.
playing room. It's great.
Whoever had
It's
it,
I'm
great.
the math in my head.
apparently whoever had it
You're
before
like
you.
Scrooge McDuck right now.
You jackpot one like a
Things
slot
happen you
machine.
don't
It's
know about,
fucking
right?
coming.
Yeah.
I mean,
2 bloodstones worth 50
you
gold
can,
pieces.
but you can't. I don't know.
Can I see in the What's
So
that?
there you have it.
Yeah! The money just
Jake.
piling the fuck out. 2
I
Jaspers
sent
worth
you a
50
message
gold
before we
pieces.
started back
I
up.
will remember this.
2
Read-
onyx worth 50 gold
Read it
pieces.
real quick.
1 quartz.
You'll like it.
Hold on.
And, alright.
2 onyx.
Yep. 1 quartz worth 50 gold pieces. And 1 elemental gem.
Alright, go for it.
It's orange.
I
How much was the quartz worth?
50 gold pieces.
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna need you to roll a history check to see if you recognize this orange gem.
As in the orange shit that we were just digging out of that mine.
This is something you may have encountered depending on your dealings with dryads and various other natural
Dryads?
Dryads, yes, whatever.
Nice.
I
What
can't
am I
pronounce
rolling?
shit. History check, please.
Ah, history +1.
Remember, it's not Gaiads, it's
Jesus,
Giants.
I was wondering, what's the TV on? Oh,
15.
right, you.
All right, it
Here's
is
all
an
of it.
elemental. It's an elemental gem of fire.
Flame on.
Bitches.
You see that?
Trying to find. It's in the DMG. I'm trying to find the page on D&D Beyond.
Waiting for you. I don't know what.
Yeah,
So,
concept.
here we go.
Bert, whose stuff is this? This is mine. I didn't put this in here.
I got some
I don't
cool shit.
wanna-
I got some good shit too of mine. Somebody.
Who's gonna be looking for this elemental gem of fire?
Elemental.
Kill.
That's,
I don't know, man.
It's Bert's trigger word.
I hate those guys.
These guys are assholes. Last time I talked to them, they tried to tickle my shit, bruh. Alright, so,
Well, if you don't want it, you can always sell it.
there is that.
Well, I'll sell this trash. This thing might be useful.
Well, sold it.
They always say another man's trash is one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Alright, so, out of game, just so you understand what it is, unless you're looking it up. An elemental gem. The gem contains a mote of elemental energy. When you use this action to break the gem, an elemental is summoned as if you had cast Conjure Elemental spell.
At what level?
And the gem is lost. It
It's a
just
fifth
summons
level-
a
it's a fifth
general
level
fire elemental.
Okay.
So you're going to get a standard one out of the DMG. So it's got a strength of 10, dex 17,
Yeah, yeah,
standard
that's
rolls.
fine.
It's a CRF 5, so.
We should get bonfire.
1, yeah. Hey, we need some light. I will kill.
Light.
Yeah,
Down,
keep
walk.
walking.
Can you light this cigar for me?
All right, so What do you do now? As your room is now filled with many silver pieces.
Need help putting it back in the bag?
The bag is little. I don't know if it's gonna go.
You should.
Sounds like the intro to like a porn.
It's
It's so small and it's just so much.
Don't spill your drink over there, Daniel.
God!
Not the scotch! Not the scotch!
Nope! Water for that one. Alright, I'm good now.
Next
Alright!
episode brought to you.
I need to go to sleep.
Alright, so Suerte, what are you doing? While they empty all this, are you just watching this
You
chaos?
still have that
laughing?
shovel.
They let the fire elemental out.
No.
No.
Well, I'll help you
I thought they did
first.
that in the room.
Perception check to see if you can recognize the gem.
Was he in the same room?
Yeah, they were both in the same room emptying the bag.
I'm outside looking in through a window with
Okay.
my keen sight.
So you're watching them.
What?
stuff This tiny
Instead of
bag.
a who, it's
What?
what?
So we're filling it
Say
back up.
perception?
Yes, please.
24.
You definitely recognize that fire elemental gem.
What would happen if I could cast control flames on it? Nothing?
If it would break it, the trigger for releasing the fire elemental is breaking the gem.
So nothing.
Yeah, nothing at the moment would just heat up.
Sounds
Now,
like
if they
an
dropped it
awesome
from it high
swing
enough,
bullet.
it would break. It's a possibility it would break if they dropped it.
Yeah, actually, that's a question I had. As a DM,
Mm-hmm.
a flame elemental,
Mhm.
would it be affected by someone casting control flames?
Doubtful. Is this considered sentient? So no.
Yeah.
You just control its hair.
Yeah. Straight Hades it.
I'm just
Whoa!
creeper watching.
He's 100% creeping on you. So,
Do the creep.
bodyguard, what are you up to?
What's up?
What are you up to? They've gone up to their room and
Oh,
emptied the bag on the
I'm
ground.
going to bed. Yeah, I'm going to bed.
Alright, so you're asleep.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're
Bert,
You want some of this?
Brett, sorry.
Nah, I'm good.
Raz, what are you up to?
learn anything?
Morning already.
You were looking for something to
Thanks for
deal
everyone
with
fell
fire,
asleep.
correct?
Yes.
You found 101 uses for fire.
Is it like magical?
It deals with a couple of magical spells. You're going to have to interpret them, though, as it intuits that you already know this. So, it does not teach you the spells. You may look again if you would like an investigation check for another book.
Yeah, tell me about it.
We'll
I don't
teach
know
you
what
a
I'm
fire
gonna do
spell.
with that.
4 ways to control
That bag
magical
wasn't
spells.
heavy?
Not 95 97
He got all of it.
ways
Yeah,
of just burning
9,000
shit.
Yeah. 101 ways to be an arson.
Put a match here.
Yeah, just light that shit on fire. all the
Using
pages.
techniques found on page 3 of lighting a flame.
You don't know it.
Alright, yeah, I'll investigate for it.
And you are also looking for dark vision, correct?
That's a lot of fucking
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a book that has a fire cantrip
bear
in it.
armor.
Okay.
Investigation that is
Oh, no,
only
yeah.
7.
At the moment you don't
I
find
figured
it,
that out.
Nickel plated
you look one more time before you go to bed.
nickel plated flip flops or something.
Ooh, that's better. That's a
like
modified
Stylish
20.
fuck.
You find one book.
Stylish
I need to bring up the fire
fucking silver
spell
plated.
cantrips.
Fucking right. That's right.
I wonder if I can search through that.
Cantrips do fire damage.
Yeah, it just brought me there. So spells.
I'm rich, bitch.
Fuck your couch.
Just firebolt.
It's fine.
All right, you find a book that will teach you how to do firebolt. After ensuing a small little ritual and a specific prayer to a specific god.
I have to do the ritual every time.
No. You must pray to this god X number of times and then perform this ritual. And then you will get that.
How long does the ritual typically take?
10 minutes
Ritual
plus
itself,
time.
yeah, 10-ish minutes. The prayer itself is expected to take maybe 3 minutes tops if you're really slow at reading off the page.
4 days.
Okay, I was just wondering, like, do I have time to do the first one tonight? Kind of.
You can do the first one tonight, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, how long it will take is up to. I'm going to just have you roll against me for a total CR challenge.
That's cool.
So as you go, the numbers will add together. So if you get a bunch of 1s, it's going to take forever. If you get a bunch of 20s, it'll take no time.
Okay.
So.
Cool. Yeah, and then I would pull Jared and let's
good people.
hit the hay.
Shoes are good.
Alright, what's your first roll?
Oh, for that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Any
No
modifier?
No
No.
modifier.
17.
There's about-
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. So y'all go to bed? It's everyone now?
Yeah.
Except Jared, who probably collapses in a corner and wakes up in like 3 hours because he's weird.
And I'd pull him to the room.
Okay.
And then I'd alarm the room.
Alright, alarm the room. So all of you wake up the next morning at whatever time is appropriate for your character. Suerte, you basically didn't sleep. You were just an owl staring in a room because you're creepy.
That's fair.
So, all of you wake up the next morning. Is there a designated time each of you would prefer to wake up and any morning rituals you wish to perform before we proceed with the day?
6, pray, go eat.
Okay.
Always gotta have a morning poop.
Morning constitution.
Yeah.
This counts as a new day for my prayer, or no?
It does.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Alright, roll for again.
Twice a day. 3 times a day.
That one is only a 6.
Damn.
Not as great. Didn't really feel connected to that one.
No.
I'm kind of phoning it in.
Yeah. Just give me the goddamn spell.
Give me the fire can shit. You're a loser. Boom. And you shit all over your room. And the Venators wake you up and drag you out and complain about you. Damn it, Rick. Alright, so all of you wake up, proceed down. There is a breakfast set up in the area you have been waiting on. Or not waiting on. One of the areas you have walked through, it is a large feasting area, I guess would be the description. Large teak table.
Teak.
Teak. Expensive wood.
Used on the deck of a ship.
Yep.
You have a D4.
Water resistant. The teak table is set up, adorned with all forms of breakfast material you can think of. Some of the peasants are picking at it and kind of collecting themselves small continental breakfast before they go to work.
Stealth check.
Okay. For what?
For more food.
Because I put more food in my bag of holding.
Okay, fine. Roll. What's your
Without
stealth roll?
people knowing. That's a 10.
You were only able to get a handful of rolls in your bag as well as 1 egg before someone asks you what you're doing.
Oh, nothing.
Well, the peasant, what? Okay.
Oh, it's for the horses.
We fed the horses this morning.
No, not my horses.
Clearly, this peasant doesn't want to argue
Who is
with
this
you.
peasant that's talking to him? What
This-
race?
This is a
Stranger
human.
things.
What race?
He was waiting for it to be a dwarf to eat him.
Very well.
Fucking humans.
All right, Suerte.
I mean, you know.
All right, so what are you all doing? As Bert has tried to steal plenty of food now.
I go under the teak table to the other side.
Is Asimus in here?
No, not that you can see. You may roll again, Bert, to steal more food.
The first guy looked away.
Just want to make sure we see him before we actually head
No,
out.
that would be a 16. So,
You were able to steal, at this point, a small roasted pheasant. Was sitting there, as well as a little bit of what can best be described as pudding, breakfast pudding.
Black pudding?
If you really want to roll combat.
Although my half-orc
Gee.
self would be all about that.
With the pudding, do you keep it in the bowl or do you just like take a handful?
Oh God! Oh my God!
I know better and I take the whole bowl.
They'll be looking for the bowl. They won't be looking for the contents. Scoop.
If they do, they might not like what they find.
Oh God.
I'll replace it with something.
No, it'll
That's
be
a lot of work.
Coffee
That's
mug.
a lot.
Mango,
Mango.
something that looks
Mango.
kind of like chocolate pudding.
Mango bodyguard.
Oh God!
and then I try to stealthily return the bullet.
Oh God!
Oh,
So-
Mark, there was a lot of fiber in that hail.
So I have a roasted. You said chicken?
A roasted pheasant, as well as a couple of
Damn, that's
boiled
a hell of a
eggs.
breakfast.
And what else?
Couple of boiled eggs.
Some boiled
A
eggs.
couple? Better eat them quick.
Oh,
Let's roll for
I'm
it.
bringing it all back to the room.
You
Let's
don't
roll
want them
for
to
it.
hatch.
I'm bringing all the food back to the room.
They're boiled.
That's 6 boiled eggs.
Salmonella will set in real quick.
You said 6?
6 boiled eggs.
Sweet. No, the one fresh egg I have. Yeah, we need to do something.
So,
I'll be eating the food soon.
is the inside of a bag of holding like the quantum realm? So time.
It is a different dimension.
It is a different dimension, but food
Does-
will spoil.
According
According
I think
to
it's a- time
RAW.
does- slower
passes,
rate.
but
Yeah, it's a slower rate, but it's RAW that it will spoil.
Yeah.
It's probably about time that meat I threw in there is probably jerky now. So
some aged beef, dry aged beef. We'll throw that motherfucker on a spit right next to the hill dwarf.
it's all a trick of my people.
yeah, just listen to Mercer's
Just-
description.
I would make him watch.
Grog pulling
No,
old
watch
meat
it.
out of his bag of holding.
Oh God.
It's gross. It's just gross.
Yeah, I'll believe you on that one.
We need to get
I
one-
wouldn't want to hear him
somebody one with
describe something
backpacks.
gross because I feel it would go into way too much detail for me.
Who?
Mercer.
Oh.
Anytime he describes anything, it's well done, but it's enough to make you really visualize it. Yeah. All right. It's definitely going in the trash.
Yeah.
All right. So,
He's good.
Alright, so I'm done stealing food.
okay, what are the rest of you doing while your resident ranger tries
Well,
to
now-
fill up his
Now I'm filling my
hiking
plate
pack?
to eat breakfast. Now.
As your resident ranger prepares breakfast for himself, after filling up the bag of holding for somebody else later, perhaps Jared after he's done vomiting up dinner.
Are there other
Single
people
breakfast.
in
There,
this?
yes, there are a couple peasants, 2 or 3 of them. They seem to be shuffling through slowly. It appears as though this is the morning shift taking over from the overnight shift.
Can I ask around and see if anyone is from the area we might be headed to?
The Devos Mountains? Sure. Let's see. I'm your sheet for a second. Because I completely forget what you have on there. Not gonna lie. We'll stick with an investigation check for right now. You can insight check them to see if they're lying to you or not. While he's doing this, what is everyone else up to?
Marcus.
Eating.
Yeah, I'm grabbing enough for me and the wolf for 2 days.
Okay.
Anybody says anything, fuck 'em.
It's for the horses. Bye.
They eat any of their food.
You're just kind of hanging off.
I just pop a single berry in my mouth.
Good berry. Cool.
Very good berry.
They didn't feed
Eating.
zombies though.
Oh, I'm looking for bacon.
There will be bacon. There will be bacon.
Lots of bacon.
So you're just taking the whole plate.
I get.
You just pick up the whole platter and walk off.
I get one of the peasants that's working,
Okay.
and I say,
Oh, fuck.
"Bring me
All of your
bacon and eggs."
Not a lot. All of your bacon
and eggs.
I want to make sure we're clear. I thought you might think a lot. I mean,
All of your bacon
persuasion
and
check.
eggs. Very well.
I've had breakfast since yesterday.
Wow,
Ron
you're
Swanson.
Persuasion. That's a 14.
The peasant, yes sir, and runs off and comes back with 2 large plates. One stacked to the brim with bacon, the other one with eggs.
You can hold that?
Good
Barely.
sir. Good sir. I think
You can't keep it together.
that'll do for now.
Ting, he sits them down at the table you're at and wanders off. Just, let me know when you want more.
Wait,
There's
Wait,
more.
there's more?
oh shit!
I can't fit it all on these plates. They're too small.
Oh, he's about to kill people.
Well, then he's. I'm gonna spare
He's
you.
like,
I'm gonna
"What?"
spare you. You're not done.
Yeah, yes.
Don't make this mistake again.
He said all.
Be your friend.
He knows what he's
Get them
about,
the
son.
Glad y'all have fucking learned.
And get some dwarves to bring it.
No.
Touch my food.
Because there will be hell.
I would like to enjoy
My food.
my bacon and eggs.
Alright, so as this scared servant runs off past you,
Roll 24 for my investigation.
alright, you're looking for people.
So are you
people
investigating whether those were all the bacon and eggs? The answer is no.
Don't worry, but he's bringing the rest.
But wait, there's more.
Call now and receive.
For 3 easy payments of $4.99.
Alright, so looking around, a couple of the elves and dwarves are most likely from this area. From what you recognize, hill dwarves, as your resident druid, one of your resident druids has noted, they're most likely from that area. And a couple of the elves were most likely from one of the tribes at the base of these mountains and had gone up regularly to either trade with those resident dwarves and or mine their own material.
I want to ask the dwarves because I feel like they would know more, but A, I feel like if he sees me talking to dwarves, he would be upset. B, I think they might lie to us because I feel like word that the half-orc took his nuts in my face like 8 times. We definitely get around in the dwarvish.
Now see, just disguise yourself again and you're a mysterious third party.
So I... Okay. But no, I'm not gonna do that just because I feel like maybe we're like these dudes are adventurers or heroes, whatever.
Okay.
But so I'll talk to one of the elves,
All right. So you find one of the elves.
and I would just want to ask him like, hey, anything we need to know about in these mountains? Common threats? Any paths or like trails you guys would regularly use?
The elf looks
Stuff like
at you.
that.
Where are you attempting to go in the mountain range? It is very long.
We would know roughly.
You would have a rough course in the middle, literal middle
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
Eagles Mountain.
yeah. Like pretty much right behind this house.
Do you have a map?
Do we have a map?
You do.
Okay. Point.
Pull up the map.
It's not as fancy as the iMap as we used to have.
No iMap this time. Besides, it brought you into the middle of a river at one point, so because Apple Maps.
Fucking Apple Maps suck.
Hey, a guy walks into a bar. Maybe it's a church. Maybe it's a river. Who fucking knows? It's Apple Maps.
Either way, you didn't say coming.
Jesus.
So he brings up his map in front of you and marks a couple of lines on it. So I know these don't look very intuitive, but we'll get you as close as we can. That is the edge of where the mines were. The Old Kingdom mines.
The mines where we were at, or
No.
different mines?
No, these are higher up mines. There were some members of the Hill Dwarves were there, and we were. It was a shared mine. It was particularly looking for rare gems that we could use to trade with the nearby kingdoms. But they have long run dry, of course. But the trails are still there. Stone doesn't erode as fast
Okay.
as dirt.
And then obviously with the plague and stuff, shit changes. But in
I
common-
can't. Yes, I cannot guarantee it's safe to go that way. It will bring
Well,
you to.
when it wasn't like what was in that area.
What were you looking for, if I may?
What are we looking for? Like now? Or like
Yes. What brings you to that area? It's just a bunch of mountains.
uh, hero business?
It's rather pretentious, but I'll let it go. I don't want to get involved.
You saw us come out from out of the plague. You know what's going on.
I heard about it. I wasn't
See?
there.
There you go.
So if you're done with him, he wanders off. All right. What are the rest of you all doing?
I'd show Bert the maps and be like,
Mangle.
"Hey, there's trails here."
2 more platters are brought to you in the servant. This is everything we have. We are out of eggs and bacon
So
now.
2 nearly full platters.
Correct.
Because if they were full, that would imply that there's more.
This one's nearly full. There's nothing more, sir. You must wait for another night if the chickens and pigs.
How many
aren't to be-
chickens do you have?
How fast do your pigs grow?
Don't ask questions.
Well, it's not about the growing of the pigs. They grow quite quickly.
How fast do your pigs fuck?
As a druid,
we have
you
90
have
Yeah.
advantage on this
chickens.
roll.
I can help.
we have 91 chickens.
91 chickens. So that would be about 75 to 80 eggs in a day, based on the numbers that we get.
It's about what you've been brought.
Bringing D&D to a whole new level of realism.
Yeah.
Now, what breed of chicken do you have?
Cuckoos.
Okay, we're getting way into the minutia.
Okay.
Cuckoos are good. I mean, if you want to go smack one, you're welcome to.
TPK.
20 minutes later, so in the new campaign, what do y'all want to run?
I was thinking I should have an animal companion, an attack chicken. We'll call my dynamic duo Mangle and the Beak.
Oh, that hurt. God.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, we will.
We'll work on that.
I'm gonna need a stat sheet.
There's that. But the
Just
hens.
slinging Mangle's cock around.
But if it's a hen, I can at least get eggs. So there's that. Anyway, all right. Very well. Very well.
Can we boil them?
Thank you for bringing me
The
eggs.
servant scurries off. What are the rest of you doing after witnessing a metric shit ton of
Yeah.
bacon and eggs be brought to Mangle?
You gonna finish all that?
Now there's the fight. There's the fight.
Oh wait.
I set the scimitar on the table next to me, giving you a glare. just like not.
As I take off my mask.
That would be.
I don't know if you've ever seen that video before. It's a beautiful song.
Oh God.
All right, so everyone else has had breakfast and is well fed, except perhaps Amon because he didn't get any bacon and eggs.
Yeah, I was raised humble. Grits.
All the grits.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you put on your grits?
I'm humble. Just grits.
Sorry, was that reaction visible?
Just a little.
God, how the fuck? All right. So,
I put grits on my grits.
This is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
all right. So, what are you all up to? This is roughly, we'll say you all took a couple minutes to eat. 7:30 a.m.
Hey, Mangle, did you finish all that?
Do you need some?
Well, I mean, as we see if we can fit it in your bag.
No.
Nothing. I'll start helping him.
Yeah, whatever. Shove it into his mouth.
No, I mean to help him fit a plate.
All about the mangled hole.
Oh God!
Careful.
Down the gut.
Little.
Are there any Goliaths in the area?
Who are you asking that to?
I keep sneaking.
I mean,
bacon into
in
my
general.
bag.
Is this just a general
Roll
from your
stealth,
knowledge
roll
check?
perception.
Oh, I can smell it.
Perception around the area.
So
Perception roll, please.
perception with advantage.
5.
What's wrong with you guys?
You're fucked.
3.
There are no.
I got you, boo.
There are no Goliaths that you can see.
Not that I care.
Right.
Lonnie.
I just
Going
smile and nod.
It's for later.
Hit cut.
Dog. All right. Yeah. All right. To answer your question, though, there are no Goliaths that you can see, and that's why I need the history check is to answer the next part.
Because they're all dead.
Stop spoiling it.
I actually rolled good. It's a 14.
All Goliaths are not dead, but they have been considered by a couple of kingdoms to be a abhorrent species, monstrous species that need to be contained.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
So we should have left you there.
He has to note this.
Should have left me jail.
You were sent to jail.
That's fair. True.
I'm not safe from all you. You are safe from me.
At breakfast, I would go up to Suerte and just.
That's true.
You really are like
We can't
from
do
the
that.
past.
Yeah, but not by choice.
I mean, no one wants to go to the future willingly. You miss out on a bunch of stuff.
Not this future, no.
Yeah, as I said, this one so far kind of sucks. At least from your point of view, I get that.
I'm a little disappointed with how nature has spared herself over the years.
But hey, we're working on it.
I mean, it's a little bit better. I don't know that. I never saw it.
Yeah,
Is it like 75%?
Yeah.
I assume it's better.
Oh, that's not
Oh, that's
supposed to be.
small.
You were trying to determine the possible future, correct?
Yeah, you can see
Is that what you were trying
Yeah,
to
I thought
determine?
it was no, like, it just popped up.
How good this future is compared to the way things were going?
I mean, I'm just comparing the two.
Okay. Fair
There was
enough.
no plague
Resolution
when I
is
came.
amazing.
It was
Yeah,
post-apocalypse.
everything's smaller,
Yeah.
bigger resolution.
Yes, there was no plague.
Nature was winning the war in my time.
Yes, and now it seems to have,
Not.
yeah, petered.
Yeah.
All
Something
because
happened.
you left your timeline.
Something happened.
Holy shit.
Send me back!
Hey, Jared, got any wishes?
Okay.
Are you asking
Is
Jared?
the Goliath supposed to be contained?
Is he there?
Should we go-
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jared's eating breakfast. Perhaps I may.
If they die, they die.
You ever send someone through time with a
You
wish?
want him contained?
Never.
I'd rather have him die fighting with us.
I've attempted,
I mean,
attempted, but every time I
being I've probably known
try,
that for a
something
while,
stops me from
I'm not
messing
going on
with
a
time.
rampage
It's as
anymore.
though
Yeah, that doesn't seem like
Not
something
something
is-
anything
wrong.
new.
I can try.
It's news to us, so we're like,
In current time, but if it's history check, I would have known that.
I don't know that if you would know or not, but does that something feel godly in nature?
Yes, it appears as though something needs to be corrected. Every time I've tried to play with time, things have not gone well. I've gotten things that I didn't wish for, as it were.
Is that Jared?
Yes.
Is he actually sober?
Yeah.
Ish.
He's looking for a mimosas.
Fucking
Bloody
dilly
Marys.
dilly.
Bloody Mary's for the
Skip
morning.
most just go straight to screwdrivers. Man.
No,
Come
Bloody
on.
Marys. Screwdrivers are acceptable.
Why
I'm
waste?
probably here
Why
for a
waste
purpose.
volume with
Huh?
juice?
I'm probably here for a purpose. Maybe once that purpose has been served. However,
Most
The
likely.
ice cubes made of orange juice.
As I've heard you are.
Ah.
From not
That's why I
from
make
a
mine
previous
sherbet.
time, is what I'm gathering.
There you go.
very
It's also good
previous.
as fuck.
Perhaps we should speak later, but anytime something has been sent through, it has had served some purpose.
Orange sherbet.
Be it as simple as solving an equation,
Big old spoonful
down
and
to
fill it up.
the largest one I have dealt with is resolving a small outbreak of a disease within Huffwade.
I'm gonna try to remember that.
It didn't last long after the
Alcohol
solution came through.
Fuck, that sounds awesome.
This seems to be a rather large disease.
I would agree.
But I look at him with the staff, and I say, well, I'm fairly certain we'll be all right.
'Tis good. And he goes off and you see him begin mixing vodka with something. It seems
Oh,
to be some
yes.
form of juice.
Okay.
Orange sherbet.
Most likely.
I can only talk to him while sober. What's wrong?
Only talk to Jared while sober, noting.
No, the real question with the staff thing is, what kind of time warp are we dealing with?
You can try to roll perception to see the difference.
Yeah, like the worst things happen here. Does like his staff start fading away?
You
Yeah,
haven't
that's
found
the
out
question.
yet.
Are you yanked out of time
You just
permanently
got here.
until you get sent back?
You just got here.
Or is it already predetermined that you're sent back at a later date?
Well, he has the staff, so obviously I have to get back.
Or is you getting yanked out of time already changed the timeline? And his steps were a different timeline.
He's
I can do that.
You know what I hate
some-
about quantum
I scratch
mechanics?
A little thing in the staff.
Everything
And it
gives me a
appears.
headache.
Yeah.
Well,
Like real
what-
time.
That's stop who said
hold on.
timey
I'm
wimey.
trying to.
Wibbly wobbly, timey
understand.
wimey.
Yeah.
Well, now,
Steve
if
was
you
here
ever watched Star Trek,
yesterday,
it
but
was
it's
seen
here
Star
today.
Trek
So
Voyager
is
with
he
Captain
from the
goes,
past?
I hate that simple mechanics. I have a
Yes.
headache. Don't fucking talk to me about it.
So are
She
you.
goes back to what she's doing.
What?
You are a time traveler.
Yo,
Hang on. This moment now.
never happened.
So this moment now. You just traveled through time.
Oh God.
Bert gets goosebumps.
Time traveler.
No dust. Stop sneezing.
Bless you.
There's no
I
dust.
learned
Stop
I'm a
sneezing.
time traveler.
Ah, man, it's got in my head, bro.
He was in Lafayette for more than 5 minutes. He's gonna be sneezing for 4 days. Yeah.
That's fair.
Once you're there for how long do you get immune to Lafayette?
Is there
Don't.
immunity?
But he smoked.
There's no immunity for that disease.
What's your solution? Start smoking.
Yeah.
No.
Don't do that. Well, don't recommend spending money on it.
So expensive. Don't be like me, kid.
I can just buy cigarettes and stuff.
Don't do drugs.
Whoa. Let's not go overboard.
Just say no to all drugs that aren't free.
I mean,
Yeah.
Leave
Oh,
it there.
alright, that's fair.
Don't do drugs, because it might make it harder for
you
me to
can
find.
resell.
Yes. What did the DARE
Resell
program
shit.
teach me?
I
That
can resell
people
cigarettes.
don't hand out drugs for free on the street corner. You
Yeah.
fucking liars.
Honestly, the only thing the DARE program
economic
taught me
situation.
is that weed smells so
It
good.
wouldn't make for a great economic situation.
I wish I could smell. Okay. What are y'all up to?
At this point, I'm ready to start
I'm
hitting our new wagon.
still like trying to figure out this time travel shit.
Bert's gonna spend at
I was
least
like-
3 more sessions sitting there going,
Now that I'm a time traveler myself, I feel like I know much more about this situation.
Fuck yeah.
You do
Poor-
have first-hand
poor
knowledge
Bert.
of time travel.
You just wait for it.
That's gonna come up. That's gonna be expertise.
Expertise in time traveling.
Damn
I'm gonna be
right.
searching every book I find now.
Fuck yeah.
You can
Do you
read.
know how to read?
Let me know. Let me know if you find anything.
I will
I
learn.
mean,
I've got all the
Well, I
time
will
in the
ask
world.
all the common folks.
just for this, I will learn to read.
I'll read books about time and only about time.
Time and war.
You can teach him how to read Orcish, so he can't really read anything.
exactly. Exactly.
They know how to write.
Oh,
In Orcish.
yeah. That's like a.
What is
Did you
this?
ever see
What
Lord
is
of
this?
the
Chicken
Rings?
scratch?
I didn't really
Oh,
go
okay,
finish
very
with
nice.
it. I attempted, but
Yeah, this was chicken scratch.
it's a long one.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
My attention span is like 15 seconds.
15 seconds. Jesus Christ, what do you
So
do
you-
with the other 12?
So you don't want to do a marathon of the extended cut of all 3
Masturbate.
movies?
That's the best weekend.
You have to start with all 3 hobbits.
Oh God, no! Please,
No,
they can read the
they're
normal
horrible.
book.
I
Like
will
an
not,
adult.
I will not
The
read.
book is better.
I'll read it to you.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
It takes me a lot longer to read the book than watch movies.
Are we leaving or are we staying for another day?
It's up
I'm,
to
ready.
y'all.
I'm down to leave.
Yeah, me too. Let's roll.
If he has our cart ready.
Let's go find
All
this
right.
mountain hole.
So I'll proceed to what would be. Oh God.
That didn't come out wrong at all.
I mean, come on, we know it's big, but you're supposed to want smaller holes, not big holes.
Not about finding the hole in the mountain. You gotta find out where this chain came from.
Oh,
What the
Exactly.
fuck is wrong with all of you?
we're from weird places.
We don't get your prison slang, Amon.
In game on still accused. What prison slaves? What?
Before we leave,
Yes.
I need a slab of cured bacon.
The elf brings you your slab of cured bacon.
Is Azimus going to meet us at the cart?
He is.
Wait,
He's
there
actually
was more
waiting there.
bacon?
There is a person.
It's a new-
Ooh, that's a good point.
Yeah,
Someone
you just,
fucked
you
up.
just fell into a hole.
There's more bacon?
I want that on record. Fuck you.
Show it to the camera. Thank you.
Fuck you, Mangle. All right. Well, investigation check. God damn it! This dice won't get out of the box.
Hey, you want to smoke with me and talk more about time travel?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
You know
18.
stuff about that?
All right.
I'm here, aren't I?
As
Yeah,
you
you
walk
told
up,
me
the
about
servant
it.
brings you this. Asimus looks
The
up.
short term, man.
I'm not creating or summoning any more pigs for you. This is it. Very well. And pats your little head. Walks around you. Are you all prepared to leave?
Do you handle your business?
The elf hand.
Is that the
hands him-
real Asmodeus or whatever his name is?
Yes, it is.
Very well.
You really just added a whole nother layer of Greek.
Asmodeus, yeah.
Yes, you just added a whole other layer of Greek complications to that shit. I'm not even dealing with that level of metaphor. All right.
Good. You didn't catch that one.
Sips his coffee. Yes, this is your traveling accommodations. You see 3 large barrels in there. Those all hold. 2 of them are ale. The other 2 are standard ale. There's a small crate. It's marked with a 5-pointed star. One of them going down. That is the special accommodations I said I would send with you. As I see you already have found them, but that's beside the point. This is going to be a roughly 2-day journey, just because you will be going up the side of a mountain. This cart will, and its skeletal mounts, Amon, looking at the 2 horses leading it, are basically skeletons. There's little bits of flesh hanging off, a little bit of them, but they are undead in almost every sense of the word.
Is this
Do I need to sit on them so you feel like they're okay?
I can accept the means if it gets us to the goal.
And then I will kill the horses.
They're already dead.
I'll kill him again.
He's weird.
He is.
I'm getting that. That's like the moment I got here. The very first thing I got was, "Holy shit, that guy's fucking weird."
That's what led you to the room. It wasn't. It was like I'm just getting a really weird feeling.
There's something ain't right here. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
You good?
Yeah, yeah, sorry.
Cool. All right, so he finishes up yet another cup of coffee.
We were just talking about the ale.
Sure. Sets it down. The elf appears.
Ale.
Boom! Sets it down on a tray and carries it off. These will take you to the edge of the tree line. Beyond that point, this cart cannot follow you for turning into splinters. Apparently, wood is a not very versatile element. Do you have any questions on where you were going?
The middle of the mountains,
Yeah,
right?
we asked yesterday. You didn't seem to know.
The only thing I can tell you is what I've already told you. I was wondering.
feel like there's something that we're supposed to ask
So-
about.
So, on this, hey manager, you have that map?
So if we're down.
Yeah, I would have showed it like the trails and all
Yeah,
that shit.
but can we show him the
Yes.
map? Because I want to ask him which way he recommends to go.
He points to one of the northeastern more trails. It appears to take longer. Points to it and goes, "This is the route I would recommend, as every time I've sent people along there, it actually is quicker. It appears to contain less natural hazards.
Who have you sent? Anybody recently?
Not anyone within the past month and a half. Since the fall of the nearby kingdoms, it has become dangerous to send anyone.
Has
But you appear to have dealt with that.
anybody here now that's been and made it back?
Yes. Would you like to speak with them?
Can you come with us?
Unfortunately, I don't feel comfortable sending them. As
Then yeah, we'd like to speak with him.
Very well. Motions, the elf once more appears, and then disappears rather quickly after a quick hand gesture. A small
Sage
human,
people.
by small I mean
That's
they would
still-
have dwarven
exactly.
in modern
So,
times.
about we're equal. We're like height, same
Yes,
height.
you are equal to them in height.
All right.
Walk up there. It's a human with dwarfism.
That is so confusing.
I know, right? It's just.
It's like double hate.
He's
for me.
giving us help on the path to get up this mountain safely.
I wanted to see what he would do.
Confusion and hatred.
This human walks up carrying a small bow. The best it can be described is if you were to mount a
Can you cast
mounting
Mend
bar
on
on
that?
it with arrow, it would be a hand crossbow.
It's just a
Walks
tiny
up,
thing,
they've
yeah.
got it out.
I can't
It
change
appears
it.
they were
Broken.
trying to do something. They're clad in a ghillie suit or similar
They're all
to
broken
Ranger's
nails.
clothes. Oh, hey.
My chest.
What's up,
So-
man? You've been on. You've been.
Yeah, man.
You've been through the Devos.
Yeah, went up there. Closest we got. You're headed towards the whatever the hell's up there, right, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you encountered on your journeys?
A couple earth elementals, nothing big. Able to dodge them pretty quick, but I don't know, man.
those guys.
They're rocks, man. You used to it. They just throw shit. But whatever's up
I know
there,
somebody who does that too.
Is his name Amon? Yay, There's
Tree, my boy.
Tree return.
He's still on me.
Tree returns. Tree will remember that. Alright, he looks at you. Yeah, man, there's something up there. It's almost like it's forming its own structure, man. I don't know.
This guy's been smoking daisies.
It sounds like he has been.
Insight check. How sober is he?
That's a cut.
That's a cock.
16.
I mean, it was a cocky cock. It's still cocked up. Insight.
Yes.
Thankfully, I have high in that, so that's a 14.
That's up.
Yeah, 15. Is he high?
He is not. He is 100% sober.
But
Hi, Tree.
I start blowing puffs in his face. See what happens.
Dude, if you're gonna do that, give me the real thing. Come on, dude. Come on, man.
This is
So-
the real thing.
No, I don't want no secondhand shit. Give me a hit.
I hand my pipe.
Thanks, man.
Now.
hey,
No, dude,
What
I'm
was
not
it?
kidding.
you just want to come with us?
I can't, man. The only person who's making sure that we're able to find the stuff to make the pigs.
Make the pigs? You can make them?
What are you making pigs out of?
I bring components.
Just
And he points over at Asimus. Asimus. I do need components to craft things.
What did you eat?
That's what I'm wondering right now.
Asimus.
Starts pulling
Easy
the shit
transmutation.
out of the bacon.
It's
out
easy
of my bag.
transmutation. Standard alchemical properties. Standard alchemical properties. I turn them into pigs.
Law of equivalent exchange.
They were pigs when you ate them. They weren't originally.
It tasted like it. I mean, I kind of believe them.
I'm fine with it.
Excellent. I'm glad that there's no concern. I didn't defend your religion, did I?
I just, was concerned that y'all would be squeamish. That's all.
Makes a turn.
Oh, and
Oh, that it will do.
I was talking about when something's throwing shit, right? Just thinking about Mango and Bear form. Not a mon throwing trick.
Fair enough.
But he does throw.
So while that discussion's going on, I need to have a chat with
Okay.
Jared
Okay. What are you asking?
about some complexities with some spells.
Okay. What complexities are you looking for?
The spell of, let me find it. Awaken.
No.
Okay. What is this complexity?
How we can awaken a rock. What do we need to do to make that happen? Jared, can so anytime there's a lull in any activity that's going on,
Okay.
I'm trying to
You're trying to impart sentience upon this rock.
oh yeah. So Tree can run around.
And be free. It's free.
But no, So he could be
I'm gonna need an Arcana check first.
so he could be Amon's
From
little buddy.
Gonna need an Arcana check
For me?
from you. Yes. You're the one discussing this with him.
Oh
Also, if he
One,
grows
two,
legs, could it be an
plus 8.
extra kick when he gets thrown?
Oh Jesus.
Good. That's gonna be against his what he wants to do.
With enough legs, you would fall
Congratulations. You
down.
set the DC check
true.
higher.
No, I was just thinking if I threw him, it would take the throw damage
I'm
and
not
a
the one
kick.
losing out.
7.
I think the Rock is a monk.
That's a 7.
You wouldn't have even beat the original DC check. Okay. Jared talks to you and replies with, well, usually this involves a ritual and a specific temple. There is a god of nature we can speak to, or a god of birth. Either of them would be of appropriate.
Well, wait,
necessities.
what are their names?
Sylvanus?
Sylvanus usually will do the trick. He's rather lenient.
She?
He's a. Wait.
She appears.
From where I am, that's Mother Nature.
The thing.
What is he? What is she doing these days?
But she turned into a he and has talked to some random people and formed a cult or something. I
That explains
That's the problem.
play.
She is cranky.
The cult.
I stay out of it. It's not my
She's a
business
bullshit.
to stand forth in the way of
Yeah, it says
Mother
he
Nature
hot with
or
that bow.
Father Nature.
Skipping through the forest.
flips through notes.
As long as you can ignore the
Says
extra
God
letters.
can do what
I mean, you
wants.
know, there's that.
The other one, there is
Yeah.
I have to look up the name real quick. I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Saren Ray.
Comment.
Saren Ray.
Was it that?
Okay,
No.
very well. I rolled a 7.
I'll see what I can do.
I mean,
He's gonna use his
a guy can be whatever the fuck it wants, but
I mean, it's a chick that identifies as a dude now.
sounds like time has not treated him well.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs a good smack in the face to get back to
The
what he was
correct
supposed to
pronoun
be doing.
nowadays is
I know
he.
somebody who's good at that. With his balls.
And we went there.
You want to smack a guy in the face with your balls?
Well, he's
I
good,
mean-
he's good at ball smacking. Face.
No,
They
but,
are natural.
but if it's
She
a
would be getting a mushroom.
if she's a
I hope
if
they're
she's a
natural.
dwarf,
She's a druidic god. She. Well, no.
Nah.
We
No.
probably not
ball
down with the
slap
mushroom
is
stamp
good.
on the
Dwarves
forehead.
only?
Third date.
Is that dwarves only
Please,
thing, Mangle?
Uh,
'Cause I didn't know that before.
The other one is Lathander.
Another name.
just a punk.
It's a Hobag, I think.
So is there... No, never mind.
All right, so I digress. Anyway,
So we're gonna put the car back into gear and go back on the highway.
yeah.
All right. So the undead horses lead the chariot and await y'all's departure from Pharaoh Manor.
I cast Find Steed, and have I seen the giant scorpion in my travels?
Roll against me for it. You never did give me much on your backstories where you'd been, so
Not really, no.
yeah.
I'm not very good on that part.
What'd you get?
10.
Nope. No scorpions for you.
Then it's the closest thing to a great elk again, so I can ride it.
A great elk because you happen to have a druid who knows about them, so
That
keep
and
the elk sounds.
nothing else I can ride.
You can't ride a great elk?
Giant elk.
Giant elk
Yeah.
I can.
Okay, you can ride a giant elk.
Anything
yes.
else I can't. Anything
Yeah.
normal size I can't.
Yes, you can ride a giant elk. A giant elk appears. Thank
On
you.
cue.
A giant elk appears.
Production qualities of the stream have increased tenfold.
Oh god, now I need a soundboard where I'm going to be able to cue them. Alright,
We do need a couple of fucking sounds on cue.
It also has the
I
intelligence.
actually can do that with Streamlabs. Thank you, Kirby.
It also has the intelligence of 6, and I can communicate with it telepathically, and it is bond to me. That's a very strong bond.
His name is Roach.
Roach.
Yes, Roach.
His name is Roach now. You have a companion.
Little hint: all your mounts should be named Roach.
He's right.
This one.
The Witcher.
Roach, over here!
Come here, Roach.
As you're in the middle of a fire hydrant.
Yes.
Run the hell away.
What the fuck?
Hey, it is a celestial.
Oh god, stone angels. Oh god.
Celestials.
Fine Steed is either
Elemental
celestial,
celestials.
fiend, or
Which one?
fae. So.
Alright, so
Well, Celestials is a whole different group than Elementals.
it is.
Mhm.
So
Celestials
you don't
are
like
Quite
our
different.
horses.
elementals,
He does not like your
celestials.
elk.
Celestial.
Essentially.
Huh?
Yeah,
One
well,
of your favorite
I
enemies
can't
is
reach that much.
Celestials.
I don't have his arms.
No, my favorite enemy is elemental.
And
And
Celestials.
celestial. Oh, okay. I thought it was.
I just hunt gods
Here's
for a
the
living.
Could you tell a celestial by looking at it?
Oh yes, I forgot.
Probably not.
Well, not all celestials are gods.
There was a detail I did leave.
That's true.
Yeah, no.
Good thing you all haven't left. As you all are looking, you have
No,
called
those
your
are
mount.
celestials.
There is one person seemingly wiping
Demons.
some of the decay off the bones. He looks
Off the
familiar.
what?
Off the bones of the skeletal horses. I need a history check from everyone at the
Hey.
table.
Wait,
Like,
this is the dude.
Out of game,
from
I
the
know what this
fucking-
is.
Come
Do
on.
I need a history check
I'll
if I
make
can
a deal
remember him?
with you.
Like,
You
as
know
going
you
through-
can-
Oh,
I'm
okay.
Mark fucking knows this.
Yo, Nat 20.
Is he still not talking?
Did you?
Yeah.
My boy.
I'm already resisting killing the horses, so.
No, yeah. I don't know that it's a slush.
That's fine.
I mean, I
He said-
definitely
he
want
You
to
need
ride
to
a
engage
fiend.
your super sniffer.
So what was the actual
I can
DC
smell
check on
it's
that? Because
like
I got a 16, we got
meat.
2 20s.
The 220s and the 16 are fine. It was 15.
What was it?
15.
No, what
So
was
we recognize
the
him as the guy from the
This-
Do
stables.
you care,
last
swear?
day.
No, you weren't there, swear there.
History.
So you don't.
Yeah, 7.
So he's the guy
Do
from
you
the
want to roll a
stables.
perception check to see if he seems off?
See what?
If this tender of the horses seems off.
He's the guy from the stables.
What is this?
Perception.
To 20.
Yeah, you would recognize something's wrong with him. He's not normal. He's not a human.
How the
At minimum.
hell?
Can I?
That's a good thing because humans are.
He never talked at the old place.
He said
That's the
like
dude that,
he said a few words that don't fuck with the horses, basically.
Can I try to message him and see if he'll talk to me mind to mind?
Sure.
Be like, you are the guy
Just
from the
smirk
stables at?
Alright, so you message him?
Yeah.
What languages do you speak?
Well, he was talking to Brozum, so I'm gonna do Draconic. I speak Draconic, Elvish, Infernal, and Sylvan.
He responds in Infernal.
Oh,
What do you want?
you're the same guy from... What's the... Huthwaite. How the fuck did you get here?
No?
for us.
You can
I'm
respond to
from
this
here.
You may be from here, but we saw you 2 weeks ago across the Plaguelands.
I don't know what to tell you. I tend horses.
All the horses.
He's the horse
He is
king.
Nurse Joy of this world.
He's
every horse.
Just ask if he has still like twin siblings.
He's the horse king. Every time a horse needs tending, he can teleport.
Does he come with 10 horses?
Yeah.
He is the final boss. CR rating of 35. Good luck, bitches.
Horse king.
That's fine. We stock up on hail. No, the ale hail.
Glug, glug.
No, not for us, for the horses. Come
Oh
on.
God, come on, man.
He said those roasted for the horses.
You're
to
getting the
begin with.
horses drunk. This is not cool. All right, so yes, he is still tending the horses and seems to be brushing the decaying flesh off them. And he responds in Infernal. No, I am here. I've never been to that place.
Do you have any siblings, brothers?
No.
Imposters?
I've been here.
Yeah, doppelgangers, enemies, buddy.
Randy's?
That name sounds familiar.
You
You can roll an insight check.
Do you relay all this to us?
once I end up getting this to the end up wood. Never. No, he's definitely telling the truth. I rolled a 2,
Totes, bro.
so it's a 3. Do I have his name written down anywhere? I don't think we ever got his name.
No, you
If you
didn't.
ever told us, I would tell you if he's speaking to you infernal, then he's probably demonic and demons lie.
I don't know if I would relay the message that he was speaking Infernal, but I would relay the message that I talked to him.
I mean, yeah, if it was Infernal, I'd probably get set off. That would not end well.
Jason, kill.
Infernal?
Skeletal
reason
horses,
for that.
Infernal, kill.
There'd probably be a good reason for that Infernal speaking son of a bitch.
Your pencil's done.
What?
Yeah.
Say something?
I'm trying to see real quick.
And on that note,
Nope, I don't.
I need you to roll initiative.
That's how it would go.
So next week, boss fight.
Well, if y'all do that, good luck.
What's the worst thing happen? We all die.
So I would, after
Call the
me,
TPK.
after me rolling a 2, I guess we're like, well, everything checks out.
Oh
Not the
God.
same guy.
Ah, I did get a name. Jeff.
Hefe?
Jeff returns.
His name's Jeff.
Yeah.
Do you ask him if his name?
Well,
is
after
Well,
would you say you recognized him? Would
You did.
say
Yeah.
his name.
Jeff, how are you here?
He responds to
In
you
which
in
case, I
Infernal.
would message him in Infernal.
He
Jeff
responds
wanted
to you in
me.
Infernal. My name is Jeff. Yes. What? Why? How do you know that?
And he was,
Again, we spoke to you. 2
and I would not
weeks
flip
ago.
out because I would remember that he is also a celestial.
Because that's what
Now set me
Rosen
off.
said.
You know,
So
Brosen.
next week we fight.
Ancient
No,
Bronze
the name is
Dragons.
familiar.
Sound like it's going
but I
that
don't
way.
think I've ever read it.
I'm just ready to.
He was
fuck
trying to
someone.
convince you that you are not who you say you are, and that you should go back to living your ways. And you just pretty much ignored him, and you kept brushing a horse. But this one had had skin on it.
That does sound like me.
Yeah, you're a horse guy.
Persuasion check.
Notes.
Look at that! You all took notes. I'm so proud of you.
Is that with advantage?
Oman, are you helping him?
He gave you the name Jeff.
Jeff and I.
Don't you get some crazy advantage shit?
Not with persuasion, just deception and performance.
Can I help him?
What if you told him something in someone else's accent? Or using someone else's voice?
No, that's my whole deception and performance thing.
No, aren't you an actor?
No, even with that.
What'd you get?
Do I get advantage or no?
If you have the actor feat and you talk to someone using someone else's voice, you pretty much always have advantage.
You could talk to him
have the
and
That's a way to
You
cheat
have
the
the
rules.
actor?
I have the actor trait, but
Then
I
you
thought it
should
was
be
only
able
on
to speak.
deception and performance.
that would
What
be
rating?
performance.
As long as you're
Performance
speaking in someone else's voice.
Actor.
Yeah, if you're gonna use someone else's
performance
voice, then it
somebody
switches to performance from persuasion.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm always in disguise.
Then you may use performance.
Game the
Okay, that's
system.
the case
Game
I
the
do
system.
get advantage.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay,
It's written
then
that way. That's
That
fine.
goes from a 7 persuasion to a 26.
Jesus
No, that didn't help at all. He looks.
Woo!
You're right.
So
You see, he puts down the brush, just drops it.
I mean he's still got some skin on him. You might want to.
Is he high?
Looks at his hands. How did I get here?
Was
What year is it?
Jeff? You tell me. Is Jeff your? Do you remember
Time
your
is
real name?
irrelevant.
Be careful.
He answers you, even though you said. Did you say it out loud?
I mean, that's altered message, right?
Yeah.
I didn't say
I'm
anything.
saying, if we're
Yeah, he
getting
heard
like
you. He
temporal
heard
shit, be careful what you break.
In your head. Oh, was it in your head? Did you even think it or no?
It was out of game. If they're
Okay.
doing that through message, I didn't hear any of theirs,
Okay,
because I
then
wouldn't have said that.
I don't know how I got here.
We don't hear anything.
Do you know
See,
where
I
he
see
is?
us walk
I just
over and
see
put
him.
his
I
hand
just
on
see
it.
him going. I can see him have a
We'll
revelation,
talk.
drop the
There's
brush.
a lot to discuss.
Right, is he high?
Who comes over?
Asimus puts his hand around. There's a lot to discuss. I'm glad you're coming to the realization you don't belong here.
I would message Asimus real quick.
Yep.
And ask him, who is this man?
And so his response: an unfortunate casualty of a battle long ago.
We've met him before. Can I at least have his
I
name?
suppose you
Because we
have.
see
I'm
him?
surprised you've only met 2 of him.
So there's more than one of him.
Did you
Only
say
met
them or
two.
him?
We probably
Yeah,
have
We
met
didn't hear
more.
this in game, but yeah. That's all
I'm
my
surprised you've only
message.
met 2 of them.
We're metagaming the shit out of this right now.
Yeah.
So
No, we took notes.
a name other than Jeff.
No, they all go by Jeff. It's weird.
When we
Okay, I didn't know if
Broke
maybe
into
coming
the
to he had
fucking-
anything.
the
His
shop,
real name.
dude walked by. We had to roll then. That was one of them.
You passed more than a couple.
So they
It's all
don't.
coming back to
They don't all
Jason
care
now,
about
I see
horses
it.
that
You're
much.
you're putting Easter eggs in the campaign.
I try.
Full of Jeff.
Now-
My name is Jeff.
On that 20 on perception, every character you've ever met is just Jeff.
All right, see y'all good?
Well, wait a minute.
Well,
Before we cut it
would
off.
he get me?
One of them was
Would
the
I
guy that
like
said he
if
fell
I
off
ask
the
like
horses.
what is his real name?
Return a name. I'm gonna have to get
Bert.
that later. I will message
When
you
we
later.
leave,
Okay.
we're going up into the hills.
Because
With
it's
the
up to you
hill dwarfs, right?
whether you reveal that information.
Well, I don't know if there's any hill dwarves there, but that's kind probably.
And I will note it.
Bird, I can't go. I'm not gonna be able to go. I can't because
Do you
I'll
think,
go PTSD and start slagging bitches.
What do you think you can talk?
Here,
The steel
take a hit
dragon.
of this. It'll help.
It's not going to change the fact that I can't go because I'm not
you.
going to be here next week
Don't pull.
and the week after.
I was
So-
gonna say you can, try to see if the Steel Dragon did say he could come with us if somebody was able to stay in his place to protect his second place. So
Oh, man.
if
There you
you,
go.
can persuade him into doing that,
Well, what do you think,
The Steel
Raz?
Dragon, you talking about the one we were talking
That
to?
sounds like
Yeah.
Aberrax
might
or
be
whatever?
what I was talking
That
No, but you
sounds
said you
like
can't
so
go
much.
on.
We've got a guardian for your palace.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! So he's gonna say, all right.
Let me.
maybe.
You keep him fed with bacon, he will keep this place safe.
Guaranteed.
I'll tend to the chickens. We'll get some
We're
eggs.
gonna do that like Carver salesman meme. There are so many animals in this half orc.
Oh, you can
Especially the rule of the half orc.
stay current with the memes.
So many animals in this half orc.
Oh my God.
This half orc can fit so much bacon and eggs.
I jump up and slap Mango on the head.
All right, so
I let out an earth-shattering burp that smells surprisingly like bacon and eggs.
Hey, I bet I know what you ate for breakfast this morning.
all right, so we're calling it here.